vodka bears. That was pretty funny. They call them
Take
Russian.
that back. Don't do that.
Yo, I just full screened my the map stuff. So now it's just the map. There's no like spar or anything like that. So these videos gonna look lit.
Nice. Do you record our faces too,
No.
or just the map?
Only yours, Ian.
Oh, you see this me
Yeah,
Oh.
I overlay it with the actual. I actually just replace it with the map. We don't need the map, and we just see your face going like.
It's like
I'm gonna attack this tree that's after Lascivious said that don't attack anything. Anyways.
Damn. Still on.
It swung at me first.
Well, actually, it swung at me first, and then you were like. Anyways.
Anyway.
Gotta turn this down.
Anywho. Actually, before we start, I'm gonna get my other drink.
Okay.
I swear if he takes like fucking 15 minutes making a tea, I'm gonna lose my mind.
I think he meant alcoholic drink.
Wait, he's getting alcohol?
I don't know. He showed a can of alcohol when we were drinking, I think, or when I told him about the punch, and then he said he's gonna go get his other drink.
Oh, so we're gonna be getting drunk Michaelas. Interesting.
A
Maybe not. Maybe let's not do that.
back.
Oh, it's okay. It's already happening, Dad.
Well, guess that was all for nothing.
Yeah.
I also have chips. Another
Nice.
big bag.
Oh, that's kind.
Sweet chili heat, baby, is the best.
Yep. It truly
And the
is.
combo pack. I mean, you're really just
Nah.
living it up.
I went to this grocery store. I'm like, hey, I got no snacks, and I'm playing D&D.
Yeah.
I need snacks.
Mm-hmm.
I need food. I need
That's fair.
substance.
Walker, we good to go?
No.
Wait, no, just give me one moment.
What's that?
God damn
One
it.
more.
Are we
What's
good
going
to go, please?
I just need a moment.
Please.
Actually, I just gotta go mow the lawn.
Oh,
Candace
fuck.
Cradle.
God
Thank you.
damn it.
I thought we were just hanging out today. What are you talking about?
Yeah. We're playing D&D? What?
It's already 7:40. Let's get to move on, please.
No. I'm gonna go to kickboxing. Never mind.
Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
Okay, is
All right,
everybody
joke
in
about
the thing?
I
Yeah.
think so.
am now.
I
I don't think Mabel's here.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
I'm not.
Interesting.
I didn't even.
Just gonna
Hey,
say.
no.
Seems like Nad doesn't want to play as much as I thought.
It's okay. We
Okay,
don't
now
need
we'll
Mabel.
do the session without you. It's okay.
Okay.
Did I feel like Natalie would kill us if we did a session without her? Like actively go to each of our homes and just murder us?
I could be vomiting and I would play.
Fair enough.
Oh,
Actually, I don't know, but you know, you get it.
No, I would though,
Okay.
because I'm way more into this than Nat is.
yeah, just add it to the story. Say, like, Lascivious, are you okay? It's like, oh, I think I'm just so stressed about Azria. I just care so much. I'm stressing.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
so
good one,
Michael,
Ian. Anyways, yeah.
could you get us a little bit of an ambient tune for something that matches a graveyard?
Oh, of course I can, my friend.
Spooky, scary skeletons and
And while you do that, I will get us a little bit of a thing going.
I'm down to half health again. Fuck, those trees fucked me up.
They hit hard, man. They hit hard. First off, let me just.
When nature fights back.
All right. Welcome to session 13, everybody. Lucky number 13. We're going to be
Oh.
unlucky. I guess we'll find out.
Oh, shit.
Last session, heroes arrived in Chestertown after fleeing the events of Imperia. Donelia playing some practical jokes on you all as a bit of a reunion upon her awakened state. Once the rest of the party had arrived in the town, Lascivious and Michaela saved the Hippogriff, Shaggy, and the spiders from being outed from the by the people of the town, before the former and Zoltan rushed around gathering medical supplies. Everyone had a few moments to check up on their friends before a meeting would be held by Charles and Cheshire about the invasion and what the next steps are and what the plan is. Before joining the conversation, Michaelis went off to go find potential militia members who would be useful in protecting the town against an attack if one were to happen. Meeting at the ship, William Magnolia and his organizer and bodyguard, Lynn and Brugg, respectively. Looking to meet with Imperia's higher-ups and mentioning that Bane would be taking audience with Zuar's higher-ups to reach a diplomatic solution. The recent events were told he would rush into the meeting at the town center. Once everyone arrived, the meeting would begin, talking about the unknown nature of the invasion and how they couldn't tell what happened before it even begun. Cheshire ultimately told his story and why he wants to stop Loth, as well as what the next step would be, which he recommended meeting with the council in Zuar for a potential army they could create with wealth, and a mine in Zaboyum that could hold an ally that was potentially more powerful than the gods themselves, mentioning that the cult was also looking for said mine. After the meeting finished, a few of the friends asked you to complete some tasks while the ship was getting ready for its maiden voyage back to the Zuar region. Talia asked you to go to the Imperial Highlands to get some Elawan plants to ensure that she would survive going through. And Eldenor asked for some bodies to experiment to see if he could figure out a potential reasoning behind Bonelia's affliction. We ended that session just after the attainment of the plants, and you were about to head into the graveyard. And that is where we come to today.
Are we vibing with the music?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So you arrive at the gates to the graveyard. There are some basic prints for what seems to be generalized creatures that have come about. But it is empty upon the major overview. It also looks like it hasn't been visited frequently in a very long time. Perhaps an old settlement's graveyard that has been long since abandoned. There are some lights to it, so it does seem like somebody comes by and checks on it on a very rare occasion. But it's mostly abandoned. You are free to move and do as you so please.
I see. We all see the tracks, right? Immediately.
I would assume.
Yes, you do see the animal tracks.
Dude, no, what are you doing?
Am I able to identify what type of animal it is? If it's like a centaur, satyr, or a beast?
Make an investigation check.
Okay. I rolled. Oh, a 13.
They look like there's a mixture of animal tracks, mind you, so it's a little bit hard to discern which specific creatures match what tracks, but you can tell there's been boars, wolves, even bears of some kinds happen through this area. But the most recent tracks look to be what's the term for creatures that go on all fours? Bipedal?
Quadruped.
Quadruped. And,
Quadruped.
yeah.
They're
Bipedals too.
Quadrupedal. So you know that they walk around on all fours, but that's all that you can discern.
I'm gonna kind of like put my hand on Benelia's shoulder. I'm just gonna be like, how are you feeling? You get any weird tingly sensations or anything? Like maybe like skin's gonna come back or something?
Do I feel any tingly sensations? Is there anything calling to me?
Not at the entrance, no.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna slowly start walking forward.
I'll follow.
I'll follow behind the other two.
I will also follow.
Well, I guess
as you kind of
she's following.
Moving closer into the actual graveyard itself, you do see like some graves have been broken, some are currently dug up, like they've been recently grave robbed, like the note had mentioned before. There's bits of graffiti on some of the graves that are still standing. None of the names you can. These graves are old, so a lot of these names you can't make out anymore. With some very few exceptions where you can see some lettering. But none of these graves particularly seem to be crazily important, except for the one that's up by the tree.
Are a lot of these graves, like, dated older?
Yeah, some of these date back to hundreds of years ago. Some of these date back to a couple of centuries back.
Anything
A
recent?
couple. The closest one that you can see would be maybe 10, 5 years at max.
Can I do a history check to see which one's the oldest and which ones are the newest ones? Or am I being
Yeah,
just...
sure. Make a history check.
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural?
Unnatural. 15 plus
Okay.
5.
Dirty.
Yeah, for sure. There is. So the most recent one would be the one that's by the tree. That one is dated to be, give or take, judging by the time that D&D uses is a little bit different compared to the one that we use. I go by our time for the months and such and the seasons, but
Right.
this one looks to have been buried, give or take, 4, maybe 5 years ago.
And which one's the oldest one?
And the oldest one would be far back here, which dates back a good, like, 800 years ago.
All right.
I'm gonna go towards the one in the middle, through the tree.
I'm gonna check out the open... Sorry. I'm gonna check out this
I was
one
just
here.
gonna... The old one or the one that's open?
The one that's open. And then the
Okay.
old one after.
Danica, make a insight check for me.
A 21.
21.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, as you're walking closer to the tree that has that grave, not only does the tree, even though it looks dead because of the no leaves and the broken branches and things along those lines, the tree itself seems to be giving off this very warm sensation to like, as the closer you get to it. It feels very familiar in the warmth, not necessarily in that you recognize the tree itself, but just you recall to a sensation that this kind of feels like what it would feel like when you're alive. You feel warmth kind of surround yourself a bit, like you're patting yourself with a nice coat. And sorry?
Okay. I'm gonna gently place my hand on the tree.
On the tree itself?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We will come back to that.
Cool.
Michaela,
Uh-oh.
so you go to the open grave.
All right. What do I find?
The grave itself, you see that the skeleton is still, the remains of the actual person itself are still in the grave. Look to be about typical adult male. The grave itself marks back a couple of decades, so give or take 10, 20 years ago. There's not really a whole lot left other than the tools that were used to dig up the said thing. You do see a bottle of liquor sitting right beside it that's half empty, and a bag that looks like it was meant to have a purpose but has been long since forgotten. And you find a couple of just gold pieces lying around in the bag.
How many gold pieces are in the bag?
2.
2?
Yeah, 2.
All right. I have in my hand. I'm just kind of rubbing them together, And
The gold coins.
the gold coins I'm just rubbing together, and I kind of look towards the body, and what I'm gonna do, if it's possible, I'm gonna put the 2 coins on the guy and the thing's eyes.
In the what size?
I'm putting the 2 coins, one on each eye socket, like a Celtic funeral.
Like of the person that's buried. Okay.
Yeah.
You do that, nothing happens, but it's a very nice gesture.
I take a look at the bottle. Just kind of swish it around just to see. What do I see inside it? Is it this murky?
The inside of it looks very murky. The bottle's been here for a while, but dusting off the label, you can see it's a type of whiskey.
I just open the cork and take a whiff of it.
Hey,
It smells rancid.
you watch
And I
it.
It
And I
smells
dump it.
absolutely rancid.
And I dump it out.
Delicious.
The temptation was there, but after that smell, it's like woof, and I just dump it out beside the grave, just away from the body. What else was there?
There was the tools that were used to dig up the grave, so like an old shovel. There might be like a small bucket nearby, but that's really it.
All right. Well, I just kind of step out of the grave after I put the coins in and dumped out the booze, and just give a final farewell. Just like it's like, well, I won't bother you any further, and I'm gonna go back to the main floor, I guess, the main entry.
Mabel and Sonnet, what are you doing?
Making out.
Not yet.
That spooky kind of romantic, you know.
You three go check out that room, while Daphne and I go check out that.
Exactly. This is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Which one's Scooby Doo? No, I don't even want to know.
It's Bonili.
Yeah, I feel like
Almost.
but I feel like I'd just be observing them doing what they're doing. I feel like I wouldn't really approach though.
Sure. Mabel, are you doing anything in particular?
Yeah, definitely giving Bonelia some space. Kind of waiting to see if it'll be okay to approach eventually, like once she kind of gets there first and has a moment.
Lascivious, are you doing anything in particular before we go to Bonelia?
I see on the screen that there's a little toy on a grave.
It looks like a
Yeah.
snowflake.
I'm gonna kind of like walk over to it and kind of just observe the toy itself, and you know.
Yep. That one you can see that the grave is relatively short in the span on it. You can't make out the beginning date, but you can tell like the last digit of the first year is a 7 and the following year is a 1. So
Okay.
very, very early in the span. But surprisingly, this grave itself looks like it's surprisingly upkept. Compared to the rest of the graves anyway, like most of the graves look very abandoned, they don't look taken care of, but it looks like somebody comes here maybe once every couple of weeks just to kind of dust it off and make it look pretty before leaving.
Right. I'm just gonna kind of use which one is it?
Prestidigitation?
Yeah, I'm gonna use prestidigitation, and I'm gonna clean the toy, and I'm gonna set it back down,
Okay.
or the teddy
sure.
bear, it looks like. And then I'm just gonna kind of continue looking at Bonelia, just kind of like waiting with bated breath of what's gonna happen.
And you said you touched the tree directly, right, Danica?
Yeah.
Okay. So you touch the tree. Normally, when you touch something, Bonelia, you don't really feel the texture or any of the warmth or any kind of the senses about it. But when you touch this tree, something you haven't felt in quite a while is your hand is very warm. Nothing happens to you physically, but it definitely seems like something about this tree is affecting you in some way, shape, or form.
Can I roll something?
What would you like to? Are you trying to discern what the tree is? Are you trying to figure out what the source is?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, I want to figure out what the tree is. If like the magic is from the tree itself,
Like-
or if it's just like projecting it from something else.
Roll an Arcana check for me.
Oh. Oh. Yeah, that's a 4.
Tree's magical.
Great.
That's what you can tell.
Is there like a hole to like go into the tree?
The tree is perfectly intact. Like there's no alterations to the tree, but
Okay.
the grave itself that's in front of the tree is open.
Okay. Then I'm gonna look at that and read the tombstone.
So you go and the tombstone itself doesn't have anything written on it name-wise or date-wise. But you do see there's a small amount of text where like an epitaph would be. And
Okay.
what you can make out on it after smearing like the dirt and the grunge away from it is here lies name undiscernible, the most kind-hearted blanks that could have ever blank.
We're going to McDonald's for supper. Do you want something brought back?
There's a double cheeseburger, please.
That's also an insult.
Yeah, it's on the grave.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
We
really
find a
good
double
reference.
cheeseburger in the grave.
Alright.
You're a fast food worker in your other life, Cornelia. God damn it.
I'm gonna step into the grave.
You gonna step into it?
Yeah.
Okay. So you take one step into the grave, and as you do, everybody make a perception roll for me.
Alright.
Me too?
Are you fucking?
Yeah, you can make. You absolutely can. Yes.
What are with these
Cool.
rolls? That's a 3 for me.
Mississippi is
Jesus
blind as
Christ.
hell.
Oh,
I
use
rolled
the
a
toy.
I rolled a 23.
24.
16.
Well,
Fucking Christ.
Got good vision from all the way back
Everyone except for Lascivious hears some twigs snapping off in the distance, as well as a very light growling coming from nearby the tree, as well as a very light howling coming from the rock face just by the entrance.
Oh.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
move closer towards Benelia just to keep her protected, and I'm not gonna draw my swords, but I have my hands ready on my hilts.
Would
I'm
you
like
say
looking at a toy.
took- Would you say we took a short rest on the way to this gravesite?
That would be lovely.
Yes.
Okay.
Go. Thank you.
I guess I want to investigate the grave itself.
Roll an investigation check as well for me.
Okay. $18.
So aside from the very base details that you've already discerned just from going up to it and seeing things like it, from your awakened state, from when your memory of just having come back and just waking up in the dirt and kind of looking around and seeing lots of dead bodies around from what I mentioned earlier, you can discern that this grave probably wasn't where you might, because I assume you're trying to figure out if this is where you were buried, I assume, yeah?
Yeah.
So you can discern that this wasn't the base spot that you were probably buried at, but the general surroundings do seem familiar. Of course, the graves themselves have been resealed, but you can discern that this is probably where you were moved to.
Okay. Okay.
And with that, everybody's gonna roll initiative for me.
Ruby.
Yay!
Oh, so now I roll high.
I mean, it's pretty good.
Civ,
Roll high here.
Sonic,
I guess so. I guess so.
Galia, Maple, Achilles. Okay, Lascivious, what's first?
23.
Sonnet,
15.
Cornelia,
5.
Maple,
4.
Oh!
Michaelis,
4.
Whoa!
I rolled a nat
Mabel
1.
and, Mabel and Michaelis, roll another die. Roll another 20.
My God.
Nat 20.
Initiative.
Wow.
I'm still
A
23.
little late. A little late.
6.
Okay, yeah. Okay, cool.
Damn.
Damn, I'm getting shit rolls now. Great.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever.
I think.
Okay,
Was
that's-
it even? It was a short rest. Would you say that the trip lasted longer than an hour?
No.
Okay, sweet.
Okay, so let me just get this order here. That's so fucking funny. Okay. Sivius,
Yeah.
you feel the earth beneath you begin to shake.
Okay.
The baby's coming out to play.
I'm gonna...
So you,
Okay.
first off, as you're with the initiative roll, you see a wolf-like creature come out of the woods to the left of the big tree.
Okay.
Don't be fooled. There's 2 of them at least.
And up on top of the cliffside area, just by the gate, is another one.
Okay.
So you do feel what apparently is happening with the dirt isn't complete yet, but you
Mhm.
do feel the earth begin to shift under your feet.
Under my fleet. Okay.
Under your fleet.
I am going to speaking doesn't cost an action, does it?
Depends on what you're attempting to do with the speak.
I want to warn
If you're just trying to tell people
everybody-
stuff, you
I
can.
want to warn everybody of the locations of the 2 wolves, and then I want to hold my action. I want to hold a dodge action.
You know, hold a dodge action. Okay, yeah, you can absolutely do that. I will say everybody knows where everybody
Yeah.
sees
Oh, everyone
the
sees
wolves.
them.
Yeah, everybody sees the wolves.
Oh, okay. I didn't
You
know
were the
that.
only person who didn't hear them, but
Yeah.
you can see them for sure.
Oh, right.
You're
right.
like, hey guys, and we're like, we know.
We know.
Okay, so then never mind. I'm going to. I'm gonna stab my dagger into the earth under me.
Okay, so you're not gonna hold your action?
No, I'm not gonna hold my action. I'm just gonna
Okay.
stab it down directly below me.
Roll an attack roll.
That is going to be 20.
20 will hit.
Okay.
Roll your damage.
I feel like this is just gonna. Do I have advantage? Do I have a sneak attack? No. Okay. No, that was not a roll. 7. 7 damage.
Perfect. Okay. So your stab, which dagger is this?
My shadow dagger.
Okay. So you stab dagger into the mound of dirt, and you feel that rumbling underneath. Like what was a small shifting has now become an aggressive shifting.
Okay.
And in fact, you just feel the instinct to pull your feet away, and you see a knife pierce through the dirt.
Oh. That's mine?
No, like you
Oh.
stab the dirt.
Yeah.
You feel this instinct to move your foot away just for flavor.
Yeah.
You see a knife come out of the dirt as if it was trying to stab you.
Oh shit.
Well,
Okay.
Now
be
you're
fair,
done.
you stabbed
And
it
this is a
first.
child.
True. I'm just gonna be like, oh, oh. And then use a bonus action to
Piss on the grave.
turn invisible. Ghost step. I'm now invisible.
Okay, the ghost step tattoo. They can.
Incorporeal, so it just halves my damage, and as long as I don't come back inside of something, I'm fine.
Just so you know, it doesn't have your damage. It just makes it so you're resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical.
So yeah, that's halving damage.
Only from those things.
Right, yeah. Okay.
Okay. Unless you have anything else to do, which I don't
I'm
think
just
so.
gonna basically just like kind of look down and be like, what the fuck?
Okay, Sonnet.
There's the wolf is like peering down, looking at us on the hill there.
Yeah, it's like it's got the bird's eye view of you all.
Nice. Just thinking back, we needed human bodies.
Yes, you needed human bodies.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna shoot at the wolf on the mountain.
Wolf number 2.
Yes.
Okay. Roll to hit.
That'd be a 19.
19 hits.
Nice. 8 damage for the first shot.
Okay, perfect.
And then, as a bonus action, I'm going to crossbow expert shoot it again.
Okay. So just roll another shot.
16.
16 hits as well.
Nice. That'd be another 8 damage.
Another 8, okay? So you just rapid fire off these 2 shots. You see the wolf kind of like... It was peering kind of over the entire area, but the moment you shot it, it turns its attention directly to you two. And it snarls, and in response, it stands up on its hind legs.
Oh no.
It's about to jump.
Uh-oh. Stinky.
It mad.
Good Bonelia.
Bad boy now.
Cornelia is just like vaguely aware that there are wolves, but she's more focused on this tree and this grave. So she's gonna pull out her lyre and she's gonna play a little song and see if that does anything with the tree.
Roll performance.
Ooh.
And because this is with your instrument, you actually get advantage because of your upgrade from the last one you got.
Yay. That's 14 with advantage.
A 14. So you begin playing. What kind of a tune are you playing, Danica? The general vibe.
Soft melody.
Okay. So you play this very gentle tune. The music fills the air around everywhere. And that warmth that you had on your hand from before, you see the tree begins to glow a bright white very faintly and slowly, and you feel the warmth start to wash over you a bit more. Like you can feel it in up to your elbows, maybe a little bit across your face.
Oh shit. Does the light affect the wolves by any chance?
The wolf that's off to the left of the tree, you see it kind of like squints one of its eyes, but it's not like distracted or anything.
Okay. Alright. That's my turn.
Okay. Mabel.
Yikes. I would like to prepare an action that if it's like getting ready to pounce at us, I'd like to like move out of the way.
I
That'd be
mean,
nice.
you can. I mean, if you want to, you can just move.
Well,
True.
I can't guarantee where it's like it looks like it's gonna go to us, but at the
Yeah.
same time, like, you know.
You think this thing's got moon shoes and it's gonna bounce towards Danica?
Hey,
Shit.
you never know. But yeah, like if it, you know what, whatever. I'm just gonna Ray of Frost it.
Okay.
Forget everything else.
Roll to hit. Roll to hit.
That's a 2.
Oh wow.
Oh.
With your spell attack bonus.
Oh, so then that's a 7.
Okay.
That
And
doesn't
modifiers, they are a thing.
You do not hit it, unfortunately.
But you got a little bit closer.
Mm.
Do you have any other actions or movement that you would like to take, Natalie?
No.
Okay.
No.
Michaelis, you're up.
All right. Well, I see that.
I would like to
wolf.
specify as well. I know that it wasn't outwardly said, but I'm gonna say you're out of your rage at the moment.
Oh yeah, no. the
Well,
rage
yeah,
is ended.
yeah, I know. I'm not raging anymore. I'm gonna use my bow and fire at him.
Which one? 1 or 2?
Number 1.
Okay.
Rage? Interesting.
No, I'm not raging. I'm just using an attack.
I mean, it'd be good to do that, but.
I rage.
Oh well.
Give me 1 sec before, because I just have to make sure.
Pretty sure rage is a bonus action.
I mean, I don't care about the action. I'm looking to make sure
Uh-huh.
if he can do it multiple times within a day.
You can do it 3 times a day.
I can do
Okay.
it 3 times until a long rest occurs.
Cool. All right, so you activate your rage,
The second time.
and you fire at the wolf. So go ahead, make an attack roll, please.
All right. Attack. Oh yeah, I have to hit. My bad. There's a 19 hit.
There's a 19. 19 does.
All right. And since it's a ranged weapon, do I add the +2 damage to a ranged weapon, or is that only for melee?
I believe that's just for. I actually don't know.
Because it's telling me that it's giving me an alternative. So
I'm gonna say no for now, and if I'm wrong, we'll correct it next time.
all right. Well, I'm rolling for damage, and I got a 5.
5 damage. Okay.
Yes.
And you didn't use a charge on this one, hey?
No, I didn't specify it. So
Alrighty. So you fire the bow, and it hits the wolf kind of right in the shoulder area. You see it looks over towards yours and Bonili's general direction. And just like wolf number 2, this one stands up on its hind legs.
that's peculiar. I'm going to attack it again. This time using a charge.
Okay. You feel free to make the attack roll again.
Does a 22 hit?
Yes, it does.
All right. Okay, I'm rolling my my regular damage, which is a 6, and I'm gonna roll a d4 to determine the thorn damage,
Yes.
which is a 2.
So 8 damage in total.
Yes.
Alright, so you fire and it hits kind of just closer around the same area, and you see this the thorns begin to prop up out of the wolf. And you see it clenches its paws, and you see it plants a foot back, and it looks like it's gonna sprint. You have any other bonus? You've already used up to 2 actually, so you have movement speed left.
I have movement speed. All right. Do I have a bonus action?
Your bonus action was raging.
Right. Correct. All right. I'm just gonna move up then and meet it halfway.
Alrighty. Believe it or not,
Can I stow my bow away and get ready to draw my sword as a bonus?
It's
Just
a free
switch?
action. So
It's
you
a
can just
free
switch
action to
weapons.
swap your weapons.
Okay, so I'm swapping
Okay.
to my longsword.
Cool. Believe it or not, the enemies rolled a natural 1 as well.
Whoa.
Shit.
Ooh.
They roll fucking
It
really
reverts
low.
form. It's like, wait, not the right. Oh shit.
Lascivious, you see a hand come out from the dirt beneath you.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
You didn't ready a dodge action anymore, did you?
No, I didn't.
Tell me, does a 20 hit, not a natural?
Yes, it does. And my dagger is going to shoot out and stab the hand. My reflex dagger.
Okay, roll your 1d4.
That is 4 damage.
Ooh, good job. Okay. So you feel this hand go, like, it reaches up and it grabs your ankle, and you feel just an absolute singeing pain
Ooh.
just shoot up your leg. The dagger comes out from your belt and it goes right down into it, and that's when you see a head pop out from the dirt as well.
Oh wow.
There is a skeleton hiding underneath.
Okay. Interesting.
So now, there's that one there. Next up, Sonnet. As you're looking up towards the wolf at the top, yes?
Oh yeah.
Okay. You see the wolf go and make a singular jump at your direction.
Nice.
So, okay.
Oh.
Now, Joe.
Yeah.
Did I not take
Tell
any
me,
damage?
man. No, you.
Oh.
Oh shit! I
Yeah.
did not roll the damage. Thank you for reminding
And what
me.
kind of damage is it?
Necrotic.
Oh fuck.
Ooh.
So that's gonna be 4 damage.
Okay.
Tell me, Joe. Let me pull up my sheet again. Joe, does a 16 hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
The wolf, Mabel, you see this as well. The wolf just jumps forward and launches down, and just latches its teeth right into Sonnet's shoulder.
Okay.
Oh, God.
So that's going to be 10 piercing damage to you, as well as I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Mabel,
God.
please
Stop!
help me. Help me. 12. Wait.
You pass?
Yeah, 12.
You pass with a 12.
Nice.
Ugh,
Oh.
stop.
You see
Ugh.
the wolf also reaches out one of his claws, and it goes to dig its claw into your waist as well.
Can I move the
Jesus.
wolfie over?
Yes, of course.
Ha.
I'm just looking. I have lots of shit
No
that I have
worries.
to keep referencing. Tell me, does a 21 hit?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's gonna be 10 piercing damage.
God damn.
And I need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
Stop. What is happening?
It's a 9.
Okay.
Huh. Well.
Joe,
Uh-huh.
when that claw sinks into you, not only do you feel this searing pain on the inside. You feel incredibly sick.
Ugh. Yeah, and as that claw goes through or in, like, I guess Mabel beside me, just in this cobblestone path, would just see blood just like spray out to the side, like
With
a lot of
Describe
damage.
it.
With the
I mean,
claw
I
that goes
got-
right into the side, it just pools down at the bottom of your feet.
Ooh.
The second wolf, Ian, it makes us dash right for you. Not an actual dash action, but it sprints at you with full speed.
All
Like
right.
you can tell that this isn't some regular wolf. This thing is sprinting at you like an Olympic runner would.
Olympic
Oh no, it's a
gold
furry.
medalist.
Furry.
Sweating.
It's running on its hind legs. It's
Ian,
only
tell
one
me.
thing.
Ian, that's a natural 20, buddy. Uh,
Re-roll it.
Thank you.
Hey,
okay. That is going to be an 18.
Better than a natural 20.
absolutely.
Yeah, however, it
Does
still
that-
hits
Does
me.
that still hits you? Okay.
But I'm raging, so it halves it.
Okay, cool. Is it having all damage, or is it just specific types
Ex-
of damage?
it has
All damage except for magic and psychic.
Psychic. Yeah.
Except for magic. It's like, okay, cool. So then, Ian, you're going to take 12 points of not slashing, sorry, of piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I rolled an 18.
Okay, cool. You feel the bites like cinch right into your shoulder, and you're starving off the pain. Just like Sonnet had, you see its arm go up and it's gonna go for a swipe at you as well. Tell me, does a 17 hit?
No.
Okay. You very instinctually just kind of back your waist out in time as the wolf latches off of you, and you just miss as a claw goes by. Bonelia,
Yeah.
you see the dirt around the tree begin to shift and move as well. And you see a couple of hands come out. Pure skeletal hands as well.
Friends.
As two more come out from the side.
Okay.
And just as
Oh.
they're taking their turns to get out of this area, but that is the end of their turn. Lascivious.
Yep. So I am going to, let's see. So I noticed that Sonnet is currently leaking like all of his fluids. He's not looking too
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cunning action disengage, and I'm gonna run all the way behind the wolf, 40 feet. I'm gonna pull out a wooden stake and drive it through his heart.
You have 40
Yes,
feet of movement? Oh my god.
because I have long strider still.
That's right, because it lasts for
Yeah.
a couple hours, right?
So I'm gonna pull out a wooden stake, and I'm going to drive it through its heart, with advantage and flanking, sneak attack, all that stuff.
Okay. So roll with advantage to see if you can stab it with the wooden stake.
19.
A 19 does hit.
Okay. The thing is about a wooden stake is that I don't know what its damage value is, but I know
we're
that
gonna-
it's the only way to kill a werewolf is to drive a stake through its heart or silver and all that stuff. So
I mean,
as far as these, as I know.
what we'll do is roll a d4 because we're gonna do it like a dagger.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I get to add my modifiers then?
Joe, would you allow a modifier for that?
I would say so. Like dagger, if he's proficient with a dagger, if the thing
Okay.
is the same size, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do it with your proficiencies and stuff like that as well then.
So then, that's gonna be 6, and then with sneak attack, 5, So 17 damage.
17.
Yes.
Okay. Fuck, that's a lot.
Uh-huh.
So you go to plunge the stake into it, and it goes into its skin, but it looks unfazed.
Unfazed?
It looks unfazed.
How
Oh my.
how is that unfazed?
Oh god.
You don't know werewolf, do you?
Yes, I do. I literally looked it up.
Ian,
Oh.
unless I'm getting my stuff, because the stuff where I got it from,
Yeah.
they're not weak to stakes.
Through the heart, then yes.
No, Mike, you're thinking of vampires, not
I
werewolves.
literally looked it up. I know vampires are the thing, but I looked it up.
Werewolves
I'm
are
gonna
silver
double-
bullets and
Give me 1 sec here. Yeah, I'm sorry, but you're not right. Even D&D Beyond, bud.
Really? Damn.
Yeah.
That fucking Google failed me. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Google
no.
fucking sucks.
It said
so
the only
you-
way to kill a werewolf is silver, or a stake through the heart, or all these little alternative options.
That's
so
made out of silver, probably.
A
I'm
wooden
sorry,
stake
but no.
is what I looked
It
up.
looks unfazed.
Okay, well, I mean, I had to have still done damage to it, so. Okay. Then. This is awkward.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there like gushing blood, like, you got this! Maybe try with one of your weapons next time.
Yeah. I mean, it still did a shit ton of damage, but. Then. I used a bonus action already. That is my turn.
Okay. Sonic.
Nice.
You see Lascivious just stabbing this thing in the back with a stake, and this wolf doesn't look bothered.
Yeah, and I'm standing there looking like a half-bitten fruit gusher. And I'm going to oh, I just have to see if Healing Ward is a bonus or regular. I think it's bonus, right?
Healing word?
Uh-huh. Healing Word. Yeah, 1 bonus action. Hey, sweet.
I assume you're healing wording yourself.
Yes. Yes, please. Yeah, I'm going to as my action I'm going to I'm gonna use Vicious Mockery at the thing.
Okay.
So as it has its like claw in me, or as it took it out, kind of thing, I'll just be sitting there gushing blood and be like, "You call that a cut?"
Okay.
I felt worse than.
It needs to make a saving throw, right?
Would there be anything done
Yeah.
because it's being flanked right now? Would there be any?
No, not for
No? Okay.
not for this spell. Yeah, it needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. How does a 7 do?
It fails.
So what
Yeah, it
is
does.
what is the effect?
So it does damage. It does 5 damage to it, and also it has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its turn.
And it has disadvantage.
And then yeah, I'm going to Healing Word myself at a 2nd level. One d4 dice. Okay, so I'll do the healing. It's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. So I heal 10.
Okay.
4.
And you still have movement. You're not grappled or anything, so you're still free to move. It's just flavor that it's stuck teeth and stuff.
Yeah. But it's it still has opportunity of attack if I move, right?
Yes, it will.
Yeah. I'm going to stand my ground.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn. Basically, all the leaking blood that's coming out the side will just kind of like seal up a little bit. You kind of see this, like, the blood that's leaking out kind of turns blackish and then just like seals the holes themselves. But still bleeding, bloody everywhere, still hurt.
Bonelia, you're up.
Um,
You see these two undead skeletons in front of you, just climbing out. They're halfway out of the grave. Or out of
Okay.
their dirt burial site, I should say.
alright.
Not their grave.
There's those two, and then there's the one over there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna just take a few steps over here, and then I'm gonna cast Calm Emotions on all creatures within a 20-foot radius.
In a 20-foot?
Yeah,
So what does that do?
it's suppresses strong emotions in a group of people. It can suppress being charmed or frightened, or it can make a target indifferent about creatures of your choice that it is hostile towards.
Interesting.
That's like all of them up there.
Yeah,
Even the skeleton.
Do they make a saving throw at all?
yes. They gotta make a charisma saving throw.
Charisma, okay.
They're all rolling individually, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling you want to portent one of them, Natalie. So if you want to portent one,
No.
tell
that's
me
fine.
which one you want to portent right now,
No,
because
I'm
it's
good.
got. I have to know before
good.
I roll.
I'm good.
Okay. Okay. Well, it's all of the enemies within that area, hey? Everyone
Yeah.
except for Wolf 2?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Lastly... Okay. So... Undead 3 and Undead 2 got a 9 and a 6.
Okay,
Undead 1 got a 16. Wolf 1 got a natural 20.
Okay,
Oh.
so
Oh.
the last two, they don't fall for it, but the first two are no longer hostile. If they ever were in the first place, they're not hostile towards any of us now.
Now I
unless
just need to
someone-
make sure this works on an undead, right? There's no rules against this not working on an undead.
Well, it says a humanoid.
I don't see anything that tells it it can't, so
There you
I
go.
think it works.
More
If
friends.
the spell ends, if it is attacked, or if it sees any of its friends being attacked.
Oh.
Okay.
And it also only lasts for a minute.
Well, that's fine. A minute's like, I think 3 rounds.
10 rounds. 10 rounds.
Yeah.
10 rounds. Okay. All right. Anything else that you would like to do, Danica? I believe you still have some movement left if you want to take any extra movement.
I won't take any extra movement, but I'm gonna play a little da 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 on my lyre, and give Michaelis, some bardic inspiration.
Hey.
Okay. So
What
Ian,
does that do?
at any point on a saving throw, attack roll, or skill check, you can add a D8 to it.
Ooh. Okay. Well, that'll definitely help with killing this wolf, which is kind of like a werewolf.
Doesn't count towards damage though, just so you know.
Oh, but with the
Just 2
hits.
hits, yeah.
Yes, just a hit.
2
Or a
hits.
saving
All right.
throw.
All right.
Alrighty, then next up is Mabel.
I have a question.
Yes.
In Mabel's picture, okay?
Be right back.
Of herself. If you zoom in close enough to her face, you will see that she is wearing earrings, okay?
Bad as
She is
fuck.
and those earrings are silver. And I am not
Oh.
mistaken. They are very they are silver, okay?
I understand it.
So, So,
What are you trying to get at?
if
Pierce
we
its ears.
could fasten the silver earring, or two, or whatever, onto like a knife or like the tip of an arrow, that could pierce the heart, right? It would.
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, that's
But why?
That has to be in your actual
Why?
inventory if you're gonna do
Because
something
it
like
has to be the silver needs to be applied to the weapon, not the silver is on top of the
No,
weapon.
no. Well,
that. Yeah, we don't have a
It's
blacksmith
not-
Yeah.
handy, so
Yeah.
can't just melt.
all right. No, it's
Unless you got heat metal.
My earrings are also silver, so
Huh.
you know, maybe it took damage when it swung at me.
Okay. All right. Then I'm gonna cast chromatic orb at 3rd level fire on the werewolf.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do. Okay.
That won't affect the others, right?
Chromatic orb doesn't have an area of effect.
Yeah,
you
no.
go.
But I will say if it misses, I'm gonna have you roll to hit Sonnet.
Okay. That's fine.
Jesus Christ! What do you mean that's
So-
fine?
Fine.
No. Have faith.
Roll to hit. Remember your spell attack
Uh,
bonus.
Hold up. I'm trying to 3d8. Okay, so that's gonna be
Didn't you roll like a-
5d8 when I'm done. Hold on.
Oh,
Let me roll.
Oh,
first.
she's putting it up levels. Oh no.
so okay.
18.
An 18 does hit. Okay.
Oh,
An
And
18
that
does hit.
is
That's gonna be a
a
lot.
nat 20. Well, I
Oh,
rolled
oh,
5d8
wait.
and then 20 came up as a total.
Oh,
so
Oh,
that's
okay.
nat
I'm
20,
like,
right?
Okay. I was like,
That's
excuse
not
me.
a thing.
I mean,
It's not
it
nat
could
20.
be.
No, it's not. Has
just
to be
whenever
20.
you hit 20, it's just a
What
crit.
type of damage are you doing, Natalie?
Fire.
Fire.
roasting
okay.
it.
Nice.
The
Just
chromatic
taking your time.
orb. So, Sonnet, as this wolf, as the werewolf has its claws and its teeth just sunk into you, you see an orb go and hit it, like practically encompass its face, and you see it just let go as it just screeches out in pain, trying to pat itself out.
Yeah,
Like
I
it
bet.
looks in incredible pain.
I feel like I still winced at the feeling of heat behind my back just thinking back to having a fireball thrown at me. This is my initial reaction.
No!
The PTSD.
But it is not dead.
Yeah.
Okay. I would also. Hold on, let me look at the map.
Just gonna
So
put
it's
a
still kind of in the
little-
same area, right?
Yes,
like-
it's still
yeah.
there. Still there.
Okay.
Hasn't moved.
I
Just
would
for flavor,
to-
it's
saucy. I would like to throw my knife at it, my dagger that I have. Just looking.
okay. Is this a bonus action or an action?
Action.
Or was
The
chromatic orb an
chromatic-
action?
Yeah, it would have been.
So you can
Oh
only do one
wait,
action.
yeah. I'm thinking like, oh, because I haven't moved, but that makes
Yeah.
no sense.
You can
Um,
still take your movement speed if you like. But I think the only thing you can do outside of movement is a bonus action. Bless you, Ian.
Would I be able, in this moment when the werewolf is distracted, you could say, would I be able to make a medicine check on Sonnet? Or
I'll allow you to roll a medicine check. I won't make
Yeah.
that be an action.
I'll roll a medicine check. He's fucked. Like looking over, like, ah!
17?
17?
Yeah.
You can see that spot where he got clawed earlier. Something is festering in that spot. Like it
Don't
looks
say that.
it looks very gross.
You're the one that did the check if you didn't want to know.
And the man was
Dumb
like, fuck, why'd I do that?
luck.
Okay.
Alrighty. Are you moving?
No.
Michaelis, you're up then.
All right. So, I'm still engaged with the wolf. So
Yes,
I'm,
you are.
Now, what I have, I guess when I've seen Lascivious trying to do the stake through the heart thing, since he thinks it's a werewolf, right? But since it's on its hind legs,
You
What
can
I-
You
It's a
would be able to
werewolf.
tell it's a werewolf. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
they spoke about werewolves before we left.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
always been one.
It's just it might have been like you might have been fooled for a little bit of an instance when they weren't on their hind legs.
But now
the moment
I'm
they
able to tell.
stood- Yeah, the moment they stood up, you knew.
The moment you got bit and clawed at by it, you were like, "Oh shit, this is the thing."
Yeah. Okay. I figured. So I'm gonna be very specific, I guess. Given that I actually know a little bit of werewolf lore, since I don't have any silver on me, the only way I can actually kill a werewolf is to behead it, or to rip its heart out. So Lascivious
This-
was going in the right
we're-
direction.
I'm gonna be blatant with you. Unless you're killing this thing, you're not gonna be able to do that.
So this is a regular attack then.
Yeah, you're just gonna have to keep hacking and slashing until it's at 0, and then you can do that.
Yeah.
All right,
nice
well-
saving throws.
Let's see. So I'm going to How long does Silvery Barb work for? The thing I was given.
Bardic Inspiration is
Bardic,
the
sorry.
last one-
Yeah,
It's
it's
one
until
D8
you
at-
use it.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
you
sure,
choose
right?
when to use it.
Oh, and I haven't used it yet. So, all right. So I'm just attacking with my long swords
Okay.
or long
So-
sword. Sorry.
Now, might I just recommend something to you, Ian? Because you might
Right.
have forgotten. Frenzy.
Right. Frenzy. Where
That is a
it?
bonus action though, so just say you're frenzying.
Okay, I am frenzying.
Okay, so on your next turn, you'll have a third attack.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you. Sorry.
And remember, if you want, you can reckless attack and get advantage, but you also give them advantage, and it's only on your first attack.
Right. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just roll for a regular attack.
Okay, roll that. Roll to hit.
28.
28 does hit.
All right. And I'm raging still, so
Which adds an extra 2 to the damage.
damn, 15 damage.
15? What type of damage is it?
Slashing.
Okay. Where are you hitting the werewolf?
I'm trying to hit it in its like upper upper chest to head. Like I'm trying to decapitate it roughly.
You go to swing at the neck, and it's like your sword bounces off.
Oh.
Fuck.
Am I able to identify if it has a collar on or like a armor?
Make an investigation check.
All right. I rolled 19 plus 2, 21.
It doesn't look like it's wearing any special armor or anything. It just looks like it's got tough skin.
Okay.
Well, fuck.
Good to know.
Okay. Also, I still did 15 damage to it though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's just bouncing off. Okay, I'm gonna. Can I use an action to use a health potion?
You only have a spare action to do
You
an
only
extra
have
attack.
you only have 2 attack actions. So you made your attack action. You can only do 1 more. You can't do
Okay,
any other
so I'm gonna attack again then. Fuck it.
Okay.
Does a 20?
This is with the longsword as well, right?
Yeah.
I don't even bother.
Like, is that a good or a bad thing?
It's a
That's
bad
not.
thing.
That's the bad thing. That's a very bad thing.
You know
Oh.
how it just bounced off the neck?
Oh,
It's gonna happen again.
so it just doesn't say, fuck. I have...
You discern that unless you have the type of weaponry that will hurt this thing, you aren't gonna hurt it.
Can I? Okay. I'm gonna back off and disengage.
Well, disengage
is
in
an
action.
so
You can still back
But you
off,
can
but it
move.
will take an opportunity attack.
Shit.
So
So I
that's up to
can't.
you.
You've used
So I
up your
can't-
stuff. You can only move.
Okay. So I'm gonna move away. So does it take an opportunity attack?
Yes, it will. And that's gonna be a 9, so that definitely doesn't hit.
No. Thank God. And I guess I can't switch to another weapon until my next turn.
You can
do whatever
you
you want,
used
it's a free
your
action.
previous one. You can swap
Okay.
it.
I'm gonna switch my longbow.
Okay.
Got an idea.
The Thorn of the North, right?
Yeah.
Alright, next up is gonna be the enemies. So, Danica,
Yeah.
the two skeletons, they kind of like, after you've done your spell, you see they look at you, and they look at every single person, and you see they actually they stay halfway out of the ground. They're just watching now.
Aw,
Okay.
That's cute.
Nice.
little mole people.
The one behind you, though, does move up, and it's going to attack you.
Aw.
By the way, just so you guys are sure, that's not a child's dead body.
No.
Okay.
I didn't care regardless.
This reminds me of that
Tell
joke.
me.
Sorry.
That's another natural 20.
It's funny.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
That definitely hits.
That's... Luckily for you, they don't have any special weaponry, so the rolls are shit.
Yay.
So that's gonna be 7 slashing damage towards you, Danica.
Ow.
Now with the spell, when their ally is attacked or when their ally attacks? So if I remember you saying it was if their ally is attacked, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the other two, they're gonna stay friendly.
Okay.
The wolf one. It's gonna go after you, Ian. You see the wolf sprint back up to you, Danica. You get like brushed like shoulder to shoulder with Michaelis, and you see like this wolf just book it at him again.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
Ian does an 18 hit.
Yes. But I have the damage to some raging.
Yes, sir. So you're going to take 7 slashing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, 7 damage. And Constitution saving throw.
Yes, sir.
18.
18. Okay. It also goes. It actually so the claw goes to swipe at you, and you just get scratched, and you're perfectly fine. Danica the wolf looks at you next, and it licks its lips, looking at a pile of bones in front of it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Like a true dog.
Danica does an 11 hit.
No, an 11 does not hit.
Okay.
Yay.
Wolf number 2. Sonic, you see like the wolf, like as it's attacking you, you see it's like its expression change when it feels like the small little, essentially the thud that was in its back.
Wasn't a small.
and
It
just-
went in, right?
It lets go and it turns around.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Stinky.
so it doesn't regard the giant fireball that was thrown its way at all. It's just
Like it's still patting itself, like as it's patting itself and screaming like that little thud, it just turns around and
Yeah.
Michael, you see a flaming 6-foot-tall wolf
That's
standing in
dope.
front of you.
It's shorter than me, little bitch ass fucking bitch.
Does a 23 hit?
Yes, it does.
Wait,
but I do my
wait,
finger
wait.
guns.
Wait,
I do
shut
my
it up.
finger guns.
Wait, shut up! It has disadvantage.
Oh,
Oh,
it has
that's right.
disadvantage.
Thank you,
Please.
Joe. Thank you. Thank you, Joe.
Everyone shut the fuck up.
I'm like, don't
Thank you,
waste your
Joe.
luck, dude.
Oh, I wasn't lucking. I wasn't lucking
Oh.
at all.
Then why were you finger gunning? What the fuck were you?
That's
You'll
gonna be
see.
an unnatural. That's gonna be an unnatural.
So
20,
it
by the
hits
way.
me. I finger guns Hellish Rebuke. It takes 3d10 damage. It has to roll a dex saving throw.
A dex saving throw? Okay.
Yes.
and it fails.
Okay. So
Oh, I didn't even get to roll.
Yep.
Too bad.
Baby.
oh shit. Fuck off. Wow, that was the most pathetic fucking thing I've ever rolled in my life. It takes 7 damage off of 3d10. 2 3s and a
Kidding me.
fucking
Yikes.
1. I'm gonna kill myself.
Yikes. And that was Hellish Rebuke, right?
Yes.
Okay. The
Goddamn,
wolf,
son.
so it goes and it slashes at you, and just as it touches you, it bursts into flames again.
Yeah. And
You
it
can
doesn't
see
give a
like
shit.
through the facial expression, it looks fucking really annoyed to be on fire again.
Yeah.
But it
Fucking
doesn't look.
hell.
It's although you see like parts of its arms and its chest and its leg, they're singed. It's not looking too good.
Yeah.
But that does hit you.
Yes.
The fire's the key.
Well, just magic in general, I think.
That is going to be 8 piercing damage to you, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
The fuck is my D20?
That's a good question.
Oh, there.
I don't know the answer.
It's an 18.
Yeah.
An 18? Okay.
Oh, plus 2, so
you-
20.
Perfect either way. It's gonna make another swing at you with its claws, however.
Okay.
That is going to be a 17.
That does not hit.
That does not hit. Okay. How long does mage armor last for? Is it a
8
couple
hours.
hours?
8
8
hours.
8 hours. Okay, perfect. So your guys' armor's still up. That makes
Yeah.
sense. Alright. So after the thing bites into you, see it goes to the same maneuver that you saw it make towards Joe, and you recognize it and just back away in time. That is gonna be their moves. Lascivious.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out my dagger of venom. I'm gonna coat it with venom. And then I'm going to ghost step, go invisible.
Okay.
Incorporeal, you mean?
Incorporeal, which is I think still technically invisible.
I don't think so. I think
It
they
just
can
means
see
you move through things. They can still, like, see you.
Okay.
You're opaque.
So that, you have 1 charge
Yep.
left of that,
Yes,
by
I
the
do.
way.
I know.
So you cannot, you get resistance against it. You can't be grappled or restrained. Okay. Cool. Alrighty. Is that all you're doing is going corporal, or do you have an action and movement you want to take?
No, I'm gonna stand right here.
Okay. Sonnet, you're up.
As this as I feel this pain festering in my chest or rib or whatever, I'm gonna kind of look at it as its back is turned. I'm just gonna start snickering, and I'm gonna vicious mockery again. But I'm gonna say, what's the matter? Cat got your tongue? And I'm just gonna start laughing at it. And
Okay, so
yes,
it makes another
Ah,
saving
you're
throw,
not a
right?
cat.
another save.
Which one is it? Wisdom?
Wisdom.
That is going to be a 16.
It succeeds.
Does it still take damage with vicious mockery if it succeeds, or is it just half?
No, I think if it succeeds, I don't think anything happens. I think it just ignores it basically.
Okay. You try to make fun of it, and it just keeps focusing on Lascivious.
Well, Lascivious is gone now, right?
No, I'm
No,
right
he
here.
stayed there.
You can still kind of get a vague idea of where I am.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll just I'll kind of look at Mabel and be like, "Come on, you got this," and then I'm gonna give her Bardic Inspiration as a bonus action.
Okay. Are you not taking any movement?
Nope.
Okay, Bodelia, you're up next then.
I'm gonna try to cast Sleep on Werewolf 1.
Okay. God, I haven't had sleep in so long.
Cast it at 3rd level.
It's based off
Okay.
HP.
I think levels.
So
don't-
you-
never mind.
No, it works
they
with
do.
sleep. So sleep, what you're gonna do, Danica, is you're gonna roll 78
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I don't have okay.
of its current. Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Good thing McKillis hasn't damaged it a lot.
That's a lot of damage.
So if I'm correct, I believe it needs to be higher than its current hit points to fall asleep.
That's 42.
It does not fall asleep.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you get a little drowsy?
You see it like it yawns.
Okay.
Damn it.
I'll tell you this, it was very close. It was very, very close.
Oh, okay. Then Ian just attack it a couple more times, you're good.
All
So
right.
long as it doesn't bounce off.
Yeah.
Well, I got a plan.
Do you know?
Huh.
I'm also just gonna take my turn and just back the fuck up a little bit.
The undead's gonna take a swing at you.
Right.
That's a fucking natural 1.
Hey,
Ah,
himself in the face.
Itself.
So, Danica, as you're backing away from the skeleton, it goes to swing at you, and it's like just by pure fucking coincidence that its legs just detach at the kneecaps, and it just falls forward, and it drops its knife, and it slides across. Right here is where the knife landed.
Oh shit.
Lascivious, make a perception check.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I figured that was actually the knife. Oh, are you kidding me? Okay.
He sees nothing.
That's a 9.
9?
You don't see it.
It's a knife.
I'm too preoccupied right now. I'm not paying
Yeah, you're a
attention
little-
to it.
Yeah, a little too distracted.
Even though the moment that you said a knife pops out of the ground, I'm like, oh, that's the knife.
Mm.
Wouldn't my knife had like reacted to it at all?
No.
Okay. Fuck, I should have
Okay,
taken the knife first and then left.
You got nothing else you're able to do, Danica?
Nothing else that I want to do.
All right, then Mabel, you're up.
Okay.
I
I
didn't like the way you said that.
I looked to Sonnet at his words. And then I looked to the werewolf. And then I would like to cast Witch Bolt at 3rd level.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
And
Okay.
I will. Natural 20.
Okay,
Oh.
so
Oh, no.
This is at 3rd
Oh
level.
yes.
Oh my god.
So
Okay.
so you're gonna add the extra dice that you're obviously gonna do, and we haven't had like a proper crit for a little bit, so full damage and then roll again.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna get the full damage for it. You do the roll.
I
I'll get
can-
the damage.
I could definitely add the bardic to this, right?
Yeah.
Not the
to
damage.
Or is that's the initial, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is
The 3d12, baby. That is a 22.
so that is
Hold up.
50.
Hold up.
What?
22.
50. What? Sorry.
58 damage. if you roll it.
29.
29.
Spell attack bonus, right?
No,
Yeah.
that's just a hit.
That's
yeah,
to
no
hit?
bonus.
That's just a hit.
That makes sense. Okay, so then yeah, 22.
So 58 damage.
Total.
Holy fuck.
Damn.
This
Do you
kills
have
the
anything
man.
you want to say to the werewolf before it just gets fucking vaporized?
Team Edward.
You just say Team Android.
Yeah. Team Edward.
Oh, Team Edward. That's funny.
Team Edward. Who's Edward? Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Mabel's just crackling with static energy, right?
Yeah, you're fucking
God
just.
damn.
It's just the sky darkens quite a bit, even though it's still night. And she's just gonna be like, hands off, and then
Oh.
and then it'll be really dramatic and great. And yeah.
Lascivious, right in front of you,
Yeah.
you see like this thing like go to take another bite out of you, but like in an instant, it's like a lightning bolt strikes this fucking thing.
Uh-huh.
And you see it go from like completely angry to just lifeless, and its eyes go blank as it just crumbles to the ground with searing smoke coming off of it. And
Strict.
Mabel just with her hand
Yeah.
out.
Strictly for flavor, I'm gonna walk over to Mabel, not actually, and I'm gonna shake her hand. Thank you.
Oh boy.
All right. Movement, bonus actions.
I would like to move over to Sonnet and kind of bend down beside him.
Okay.
I guess I am beside him, but yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Right. Then next up is gonna be Michaelis.
Right.
Also, I will say with that as well, the two skeletons that were halfway buried, they see the wolf die and they just instantly, like, their expression goes back to angry and they begin pulling themselves out of the dirt.
Oh shit.
Shit.
Sorry.
Uh-oh. Stinky.
Michaelis, you're up.
Alright. I'm going to take a health potion.
Okay. So
That's
that'll be your first action. So that's your action.
potion.
You still have two attacks that you can make because of one being your second attack and then your
Then
friend's
my
attack.
bonus being my
You can only take a second attack if you
Yes.
You can only do it if you use your first action
Yes.
to attack.
Oh,
and then that's why it's called
okay.
extra attack.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
You can
Okay,
use your
so
bonus action from Frenzy to attack, but you can
Uh-huh.
only make one attack at that point.
okay.
Wait.
Okay, so
I
Ian,
can still do
you-
2 attacks then?
No.
No, you,
Extra attack is if you take the attack action, you can then make another attack action. If you don't, you can't
Okay.
attack. You can bonus action attack because you have Frenzy. So you
So
can
you'll
only make
get
one
one
attack.
Yeah, what he said.
So drink
So
your
that-
potion and then attack once with your sword and call it a day.
Or
Alright.
your bow.
He's so angry.
Well, I'm going to only do it with my bow because I have the one shot that I want to do. So potion of healing. I had 3, but it's going to be down to 2 now.
I don't
It's a-
think he can attack with his bow because he doesn't have bow expert or anything like that, so he can't shoot a bow within 5 feet of an
We-
enemy.
Well, I imagine Ian's gonna probably move back.
Yeah, I'm
And
gonna
actually,
move-
he can
okay,
he can
okay.
actually still do it. He just does it at disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to move back just an extra 5 feet.
And the wolf's gonna take an attack of opportunity.
Oh.
That's how it works, Ian.
That's gonna be a 22.
Yikes.
Oh.
Ah!
You could have just used your sword. It's free action, but
Sure.
Use my sword.
yeah, it's a free
Yeah.
action to switch
Do
back
you
to your sword.
do you not remember what happened last time he used his sword, Michael?
It bounced.
It
Okay.
bounced off, so I literally
if
cannot.
hitting
I
it
can't
isn't
defend against 22 anyway, so
Ian, that's gonna be 2 damage.
thank God.
You're also gonna need a Constitution saving throw though.
Damage. Constitution saving throw. Thank God. Unnatural 20.
Okay, cool. So continue what you were off to.
So I'm gonna do my healing potion, which is 2d4s plus 2. Yes, 8 plus 2, 10. I healed 10 back, so I go from
Nice.
13 to 23.
Nice.
That's a-
Oh my God, you
Fucking
were so
max.
low.
that was good.
Oops, shit.
Damn, I didn't think you were that low.
No, I was being whittled away because also the trees fucked me up.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
All right. I'm gonna notch. And Walker, can you double check in your notes? Because I just want to make sure that I have this right. That I had 3 explosive arrows. One I used
You've
with
only
the giant.
you've
I
only
have
used
one.
one.
I've only used one.
You've only used that's
I
right,
used the
because you
second
used
one on LaFay.
LaFay. So yes,
Yeah.
you have one
Okay.
left.
Okay,
One
so I
left.
have 1 left. I'm going to use it on a wolf.
Okay, that's okay.
Explode.
So explosive arrows is 1d8. Okay, so I'm also gonna use a charge as well, to preface this.
Okay.
So I'm just like juicing this all up. It's like crack. So I need to fire to hit first. So let
Yes,
me
you
see.
do.
Actions, attack. Does a 19 hit?
19 does.
Good. So I'm first gonna roll my regular attack piercing damage. That's an 8.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll d4 for the thorn in the north.
Yep.
That's a 2.
Okay.
10 so far. And then I roll for explosive a d8 with explosive damage. So let me
Mhm.
just roll that. That's a 4. 14.
That is 14 damage.
Is there fire damage potentially coming out of that since it's an
No, it's
explosion?
just it's the explosive arrows aren't actually in game; they're custom. So
Right.
I use them as bludgeoning, but with the enemy that you're fighting, bludgeoning wouldn't do anything. So we're gonna.
Yikes.
I'm using it like your Thor to the North stuff. So it's still gonna deal damage.
I'm aware of it, but at the same time, it's like, why won't you just fucking die?
So the arrow goes right into it, and it just kind of looks down, and firstly the thorns go through its body again, and they spread in spots they hadn't been before. Like you see, it's trying to claw at these thorns, and then the fucking explosion happens. Everybody who's currently preoccupied, just whether it be killing, they just killed something, they just about were getting hit, just hear a loud bang as the ground kind of rumbles and you hear bits of debris kind of clash down. You see there is a massive hole by its rib cage now.
Oh.
Dang.
It looks really, really wounded, but it looks more pissed off than ever.
Okay.
Do I have any other action after this or no?
No.
I can just move, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just take whatever rest of the movement speed you have.
I have movement a bit, right? Still?
Yeah, you've moved 10 feet.
I'm gonna move closer to it.
Okay. Next up is gonna be the enemies. Danica. The
Me.
two undead finally get out of the hole and they make their way to you.
No.
Yeah.
Twins.
Yes.
The undead number 3 does pass by you in time for you to make a attack of opportunity.
That'll be with my bow since I currently have it armed.
Yes.
Then I don't think you can with ranged weapons.
No.
I'm gonna say as he's going by, he's allowed to do it for this instance.
All right. So I just roll a. Oh,
Just
right,
a
yeah.
regular attack. This doesn't have a charge or anything. Just
Does a 14 hit?
a 14 does hit.
Okay. So I'm not using a charge, obviously. So I get an 8.
Neat. Okay.
5 plus 3.
Perfecto. All right. So you fire up just kind of instinctually see it going to run off to Bonnie. You just quickly draw and pull, and you see it just clatter against the bones. Bits of like a bone marrow kind of shatter off, but it keeps going. Danica, these guys are gonna make some swings at you.
Oh no.
Danica does a
We're
6
back.
hit.
Nope.
Okay. Number 3 does a 5 hit.
No. They're
Um,
confused because they're like, also a skeleton? What's going on?
One of us. One of us.
the undead that fell before, like it's laid down onto the ground. It's like attaching its legs back to its hip bone as it properly stands back up, and then it makes its way back over to the knife and picks it up.
Ah.
And that is going to be its entire turn. The wolf is going to make some swings at Michaelis. Should I wait for him to come back? Unless somebody knows his
take
armor
any
class?
He can't like do anything against it, so he just halves whatever the damage is. That's all.
He just halves it? Okay,
Yeah.
that's if it hits. But what's his
Yeah.
armor class? Does anybody know?
I don't know.
remember.
No. Might be
Damn it.
17.
Yeah.
I have his sheet. Let me double check here.
Or I think it was 18, he said.
He's here now.
Ian, the wolf's gonna make another attack at you.
Oh, okay, sorry if I was taking long.
Oh, it's all good. No, you were fine.
What did it roll?
A 19.
It hits. But I'm raging, so it
It's
has.
half. You're... God damn it. You're gonna take 6 damage. Constitution saving throw as well.
Hmm.
22.
22, okay. And then it's gonna go... Oh, there goes that. It's gonna take a swing at you again. Does a 17 hit?
No.
Okay. So it clamps down on you with its teeth, and you feel the searing pain, but you just dodge with the swipe yet again. Lascivious, you're up.
All right. So I'm gonna notice the wolf is laying into Michaelis. I'm gonna run up and around the undead skeleton so I don't provoke opportunity, and I'm gonna come here, and I'm going to stab my dagger of venom, which is coated, into its exposed innards.
That's what I'm
Okay.
thinking.
Nice.
Nice. Right into the hole.
That's
Yeah.
fucking good.
And I have advantage because it's within 5
Because
feet
it's
of-
within 5
Rip its fucking heart out.
feet.
So that's gonna be 16 plus 8.
That does hit, yeah.
So it has to make a Constitution saving throw, or it takes
Constitution.
full 2d10 damage.
Does
of
a
poison.
17 pass?
Reroll it.
Does a 13 pass?
No, it does not. So
Okay. And then it
7.
becomes poisoned, right?
Yes. So 7 plus 5 equals
12.
12. Plus 11. So 23 plus 3 plus 5. So 22 plus 5, 27 damage.
Feels like there was so much addition in that.
Yeah.
So many numbers came everywhere. Okay.
And it is
so,
poisoned.
So you stab the dagger into the area. So from seeing, you would have seen this Michaelis, just his sword tang off, and what you would have thought would have been kind of the same thing, even though you're doing like a desperate stabbing motion. It sinks in no problem,
Lovely.
and you see this thing go from like properly confident in his attacks against Michaelis to like immediately swaps to like a slumped over pose. He does not look good. For poison, in case anybody doesn't know, anybody who makes a swing against the wolf from now on gets advantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Hmm.
And then I never specified that I had another dagger in my hand, so I'm not two weapon fighting. That is going to be my turn.
Hey, Sonnet.
Yeah, seeing Mabel kind of like crouch down to look at the wound, I'm just gonna kind of put my hand up and be like, I'm fine. Just we need your magic to finish off the other beast, and I'm gonna move. I'll move 30 feet to here. And like as I take my first step, I just kind of like feel the pain sear through my body, realizing just how bad it really is. But then I'll continue on. I'll just look at the wolf and I'll just kind of like whistle at it and kind of like, I'll just kind of like taunt it, like, come on. And I'm gonna vicious mockery it.
To the wolf or the undead? Sorry.
The wolf.
Okay.
So it just has to make a wisdom saving throw.
That's gonna be a 8.
It fails. So it'll take 5 psychic damage.
Okay.
And then, yeah, on its next, it'll have disadvantage on its next attack roll.
Disadvantage. Perfect.
Doesn't poisoning also make them roll at disadvantage as well?
No, it just makes
No.
it so others roll with
Okay.
advantage.
And that's my turn. Wait, no, I still have a bonus action.
Yep, still a
Yeah.
bonus.
I will healing word, Michaelis.
So then,
So that'd be 3, plus 7 points of healing for Michaelis.
Bonelia.
Bonelia's going to run around the second undead and go back to the tree.
Okay. You're not going through them, right? You're just going around undead number 2?
Yeah.
Okay, undead 2 is going to take an attack.
Yeah.
That's going to be a 12.
12 does not hit.
Danica's just fucking slippery today. She can't roll for shit, but she can't get hit for shit either.
He just exudes a shitty roll aura around her.
Untouchable.
Yeah.
And she's gonna play a sick ass liar solo.
Okay. Roll performance with advantage for.
Yeah. That's a 24.
24. Everybody hears the sick liar solo that's going on. The tree, the light was beginning to fade after not having had the music for a little bit, but with this amount of music and the skill that you're playing with this in this very instant, you see the tree just glow an extremely bright white and golden light. The 3 skeletons that were there, Sonnet, so you see the 3 that were there and the one that took a swipe at Bonelia, that white light flashes. You gotta cover your eyes with how bright it is.
Yeah.
When your eyes open, they're just piles of bones.
Nice.
Cool.
Even the wolf, even the werewolf off to the side, like, tries his best to cover his eyes, but he just can't. It's so bright.
Am I a pile of bones?
No, you are not a pile of bones.
Okay, cool.
Do you have any other actions or anything else that you would like to do?
I'm gonna throw a thumbs up at Lascivious and give him some bardic inspiration.
So now on your next roll, Michael, you can add a D8 if you so choose.
Yeah.
Alright. Mabel.
Mabel is fully just still kneeling in a puddle of Sonnet's blood.
Just looking at it like, how do I get it back in him?
Her hands are complete. They're just soft. They're just dripping. He's going to eventually get up and move 30 feet over here. And I'm going to Ray of Frost the werewolf.
Okay. So you're going to get advantage on your attack roll. And remember your spell attack bonus.
19?
19 does hit. I don't need you to roll damage.
Dang.
Tell me where you're hitting this and how it's dying.
Probably just like straight up in the face.
Straight up in the face? Okay.
Yeah, we're like going below sub-zero temperatures. We are... We're gonna shatter this motherfucker.
Damn.
Yeah.
So you shoot out, your hands become cold with this magical energy as you pointed at the wolf. Lascivious, Michaelis, as you're looking towards the werewolf as it's kind of being there in such amount of pain, you see it go for a small little, like it's limping as it goes to attack, but it just frozen in an instant until like this lightly blue-hued creature, and then it just stays there completely still.
It's like the T-1000 from Terminator 2.
It's like it got frozen in carbonite.
Yeah.
You gotta say hasta la vista, baby, Mabel.
I don't know what that is. Sorry.
With that,
Out of
combat is officially over.
Dang, I was
I
gonna flavor
rushed to
kill the
spawn it.
fuck out of that thing. Mabel stole the glory. Anyways,
I'm gonna heal.
I'm gonna take a second, and I'm gonna kind of just like realize after after this whole thing, I'm like, oh shit, I came here because I wanted a knife, and I'm gonna look around and see if I can.
Roll perception for me.
Would not be investigation.
Roll perception for me. I'm pretty sure they're the same skill.
It's not. It's a 7.
Is investigation and perception not the same stat?
No. Wisdom
what's
is
the-
perception, and intelligence is investigation.
Okay, well then we'll have you roll investigation instead.
Okay. Oh, great. That's an 8. So much better.
You go through the graves. You don't see any knife at all.
Yeah, I'm just gonna continue looking. I'm not stopping
Okay.
until I find it.
You can feel free to do so.
Mm-hmm.
Bonelia,
Yeah.
as your lyre solo begins to end, you see that the tree that had this intense glow about it, the warmth that came from it stops. You're back to
Oh.
like this singular little bit of that cold feeling where you don't feel anything again. But off behind the tree, you see a faint gold and white glow come closer and closer. The glow is shrouding what this thing is, but you see it. Everybody, in fact,
Holy
sees
shit.
this golden type of almost ball of light come and stop just here. Just right there.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to touch it.
Roll a animal handling for me.
Oh! That's a nat 20.
So you go and reach out into this little bask of light. Like, your hand just gets completely enveloped. You feel the light take... In fact, everybody sees that Bonelia's skeletal form gets covered, like almost like how Venom covers when his suit takes over. She's just slowly, inch by inch, covered in this golden white aura. And in that instance, the golden begins to fade from that main sphere. And Bonelia is still covered in this light, but this general, what's it called? The source of that light begins to fade, and you can make out the shape of what was in it. And you can see 4 legs onto the ground, and as it goes to the center, you see the body of a horse. And then eventually, the light fully fades, and you see a unicorn
Whoa.
Oh shit.
beside the tree.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
The unicorn looks towards Bonelia as she's covered in this light. And slowly, the light begins to dissipate from her skull going down. And as it's going down, just like everybody had saw before, instead of seeing a bone, you see red hair come through.
Oh
And you
my
see
god.
skin
Holy
form
shit.
where her bones used to be.
Uh,
Until she's all the way down to her feet. She's standing away from you. You see the back of a properly human-looking person.
Holy
Wow.
shit.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Bonelia, as you look to your hands as the light finally fades, you see fingers and arms and you look down, you see feet, you see legs. Even like looking over, you can even see like a chest has grown back.
My
Well,
boobs.
well, mama.
The unicorn
Right.
looks at you. It looks you up and down, but it turns around and it goes to walk away.
I look over my shoulder at everyone.
And I'm just going to. Is this okay if I swap the picture for a sec, Danica?
Yeah.
Okay. I
Is
need to.
she fully back now? Is that what's happening?
Tokens.
Lascivious doesn't notice. He's fucking searching.
Just looking for a knife.
He's
He's
rummaging.
looking through dirt. He just sees waves of light, but he doesn't really pay attention to it.
All he hears is like
Eventually.
angelical, like, ah.
Oh snap! Bonelia a baddie though. What the fuck?
God damn. Now Lucivius is paying attention.
It's like awooga.
It's like the Michaelis like jaw drop. It's like
Yeah.
damn.
The unicorn goes and it stands off, kind of just out of the way. And before it goes like back into the woods, it turns and it watches what Bonelia does.
Fuck.
You fuck. What?
She just she just kind of looks at everyone. And she looks at herself. And then she looks back at the unicorn. And she asks, "Am I alive?"
You hear a faint voice ring in your head. Nobody else is able to understand what is being heard. It is verbal across everybody. But to them, unless... Does anybody speak Celestial?
Yes,
Oh,
Oh!
Let me see.
I do.
Oh my
Nope.
god.
Nope.
Who speaks Celestial?
I do, Mabel.
Okay. I'm gonna type out what is said to both Danica and Natalie. Danica, you don't actually have Celestial as a language, do you?
No, I don't.
That's fine, because in this instance, it's going straight to you, so you're able to understand it in this moment.
Cool.
So, in your personal notes, I'm just gonna type out what is said.
Oh my god, this is so exciting. Also, with her flesh and her hair, she's now 5'10".
Oh wow, she grew.
Yeah, she grew a foot.
Damn. Okay.
Damn.
She's tall.
Where the fuck did that come from?
I hope you enjoy.
Oh my god. Thanks, Ian.
No problem.
Whoa.
Everybody's just like hubba hubba. Ah.
Whoa.
Okay.
Hey, Danica, if you want to check out your personal notes.
Yeah. Oh.
And Natalie, if you'd like to check out your personal notes.
Oh.
Bruh.
after you hear these words, the unicorn gets enveloped in that golden and white hue again and goes off into the forest before it eventually vanishes.
Bonilia's just gonna kind of like hug herself and put her hands on her arms. And she says to the unicorn, "Thank you."
And just as you say goodbye, the light fully vanishes into the woods and it's no longer seen.
Wait, so she's staying like this? She's healed.
He's back.
Baddie for life.
Turns back to everyone. Holy shit!
I'm gonna kind of
And
look up
you
from.
can talk.
I'm gonna look up from getting my knife, and I'd be like, I'm gonna look up from looking for my knife, and be like, what the fuck? Banjo, what's going on? What happened? Why? What's go? Are
I don't get to stay like this.
What do you mean?
But this was me when I was alive.
What the heck is happening?
Is this what is this like Michaelis is stumbling over his words, so is this like some sort of like thing that you're this for 24 hours before you dissipate back, or like what's the deal?
I don't know how long this will last, but it was a nice gesture from LaRue.
Everybody make a history check.
Unnatural 20.
Nat 20.
24.
Oh my god.
Of course I roll a nat 20 on a fucking history check rather than looking for my goddamn fucking knife.
Joe?
I got a 13.
Do I like peer? Do I peer so far into history I remember exactly where the fucking knife is too?
Joe, thankfully that is enough to get the gist of it.
Nice.
Everybody recalls that there is a very, very small section of the people in not only Zawar, but Zaboyum, and even some sects in Volum, that there is a not acknowledged as a god like Loth or Bane or Zahir or even Kapir. But they do know that there is this lesser kind of being that has not almost a cult following, but not a cult. These people are genuinely the nicest, the kindest, and the most giving people that Orlais has ever seen. Natalie, roll another history check for me with advantage.
21.
Yo, I rolled a nat 20. Do I get anything from that?
Natalie's gonna have a little bit of a special case in this one because she would have went to school and learned.
So you didn't go to school.
Also...
You don't even know sex, you little bitch.
No.
You also remember.
Wasted nat 20.
You also remember, Natalie, that the former people who used to lead Zoar, Levira, and her husband, they were avid followers of LaRue's followings to try and do the best they could until ultimately the wife chose not to follow said followings anymore.
Yeah.
Everybody else also knows that usually LaRue is depicted as having another form that is very, very rarely seen, and that she usually appears in this creature state to not frighten individuals. And Danica, you of course already know all of it.
I know, of course.
Lascivious is a poor little bum fuck, so nat 20 doesn't do shit for him.
Well, I mean, everybody's able to discern that. It's just Natalie went to school to figure out the specifics about the history of the people who follow.
Bullshit.
Sorry.
Go to school, man.
But yes, that is what
wow.
you're able to remember about the room.
Okay. I'm gonna try to gather everyone together for a giant group hug.
Oh god. I spray
do
blood.
not.
You what?
I spray blood if she like squeezes me.
I still have several bite marks and scratches on me, but I go over to, just like, all right.
I'm pretty injured, but I'll embrace.
I still stay where I am.
Like you're not gonna go in for the hug?
No, I think
Scandalous.
Mabel's a little
I'll go in.
freaking.
What was the name of the thing again?
LaRue. Lurue. You said you were hugging her as well, right, Michael?
Yeah.
Okay, just gonna move you up.
Well, I hope you get to stay like this for at least a good while. Okay, cool, I guess.
Maybe you can eat something good. You haven't eaten, have you? You haven't had to eat.
Yo,
Or
there's so
we
much
could-
good food.
We could cook something. As like blood is still just gushing out. Sonic's just thinking of all the things you could do while alive.
You want liver pate? Look at this. He pulls out his own
Sorry,
liver.
you guys all froze for like 20 seconds there.
Oh, okay. Sivius was just
It'll be in
like,
the recording.
"Hey, hope you can stay like this for a while."
And then Sonnet said, "Oh, you might be able to eat now. You could taste something maybe.
So many
we
good
should cook her
foods."
something."
Oh my god. It's been so long since I've eaten.
Are you hungry now? Like,
I don't know. I don't remember.
Roll a d20 for me, Danica.
Okay. That's an 8.
You're fucking starving.
My stomach
we-
just.
yeah, I was gonna say that.
I'd be like, Sonic, go hunt something.
We have rations.
I'm
Oh,
just
shit.
holding my side.
I would like to come up to the group now after
Okay.
a moment, and immediately my hands are like all over Sonnet,
Ow.
and
Ow.
I'm like, somebody please do something. I don't know what to do.
Well, I'll use.
Well, I'm gonna cast this.
I'll use prestidigitation to cool the area and like maybe like numb the pain a little bit.
What were you doing, Danica?
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
See what that does.
And then after that, I'm gonna continue looking for the knife.
Roll another investigation with disadvantage.
Okay, I don't fucking find it.
Okay, Sonnet, you get 8 hit points back.
Now, so I'll remind you just in case, that way it kind of moves along. You were asked to do a job here.
Yep.
I'm gonna take my amulet off and stab myself in the fucking neck. I'm gonna start digging graves.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over.
well, sorry.
I'm gonna go to the 3 undead. But then I just start touching and sniffing everything.
Make investigation checks for me, Danica.
Okay. I got a 12.
You got a 12? Okay. So you're rummaging through practically everything you can find to get all the sensations you can. As you're looking through in dead number 1, you feel something weighty inside the remains.
I pick it up.
You find a knife.
course she fucking finds it. God damn it.
I'm like,
You're a
oh.
knife. Yeah.
And I turn to Lascivious. I don't really fight with knives, but
Wait,
you might like this.
is that an onyx dagger? Is
No,
it?
is
Is
that
it?
the special edition?
Is it an
Yeah.
onyx dagger? Is it an onyx dagger?
It's sharp.
What is it doing out of its face?
I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna go up to her, and drop everything I'm fucking doing, and I'm gonna like be like, "Oh my god!" I'm gonna hold the knife and fucking.
Okay. You can finally add
Oh
the
my
other
God.
shadow dagger, and you now have a complete set.
Fucking
Yay.
Finally, god damn it.
When you give me 1 sec here, Michael. I just need to make sure something here.
Of what it is.
I'm just trying to see. Okay, perfect. Alrighty. So when you grab the other onyx dagger,
Yeah.
and you look at them both in your hands, the first dagger didn't have any kind of like particle effects or anything coming off
Right.
it. But as soon as you lay your hands on the second one, you see they just like divining rods. They just start pulling towards each other, and you see the wisps of shadow coming off of them.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
Ooh.
Can I make an Arcana check to see what's going on?
I mean, you can just tell that this is the effect of
Oh,
them
okay.
being put back together.
Right. And so, but they're separate daggers, right? Like they're dual daggers.
Yes, they're dual
Yeah.
daggers, but as long as you have both of them in your inventory, they'll act as if you're wielding them.
Right. So I just kind of look at them and I'm like, "Thank you, Banjo." Like, I could not. I was almost ready to give up finding this thing.
You're welcome. And then she gives you a kiss on the cheek.
Oh.
Aww.
Thanks. Yeah. Cool. Immediately he thinks like, "Fuck! I really hope Azra doesn't find out about this."
She goes back to sniffing bones.
But also, he doesn't understand, you know, what that was. He's like, "What the heck is that?" Just kidding. He knows what kisses are.
I'm under the assumption that everybody's gonna start digging graves once they're.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to ask how I'm feeling. I suppose I know my hit points are up.
Yes. Roll a medicine check with disadvantage.
All right. Ooh. Looks like I'm just fine.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can tell there's blood there, but something hurts.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't think I own a shovel or anything.
There's previous gear that's left behind.
Sick. Cool. Yeah, I'd be trying to dig graves the best I can.
Okay, everybody can roll. We're gonna do. We're gonna do athletic checks for digging up the graves, just to see how
okay.
well you can get the graves dug up.
I just rolled a nat 20.
Okay.
Useless
five
nat
of you.
20s.
I also got
did-
a nat 20.
What the fuck?
Do I pull
God.
out 2 extra shadow daggers?
Can I
Yeah,
fully
quadruple
stop
effect.
Sonnet from digging? Like, that's fucked.
Okay, I'll roll at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I rolled a 4 then.
I rolled a 26.
Okay. Natalie and Danica. Danica, having been a skeleton for a very long time, you're natural at digging graves. Michaela's, normally you're pretty scrawny and not meant for this type of physical labor. You're just like a fucking machine.
Hey, that's lascivious, though. Not
Sorry,
Michaelis.
lascivious.
Mhm.
Did I say Michaelis?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I meant lascivious. You're just like a fucking machine, just shoveling, going right in.
Mm.
And even once you get deeper down, you eventually find the bodies that you deem would be good enough
Right.
for the experiments.
Do I happen to find some like gold or something through the nat 20?
Yes, Mabel, are you digging as well? Are you helping Sonnet with his piss poorly
Well,
dug
first off,
sandcastle?
I am fully whipping that shovel away from him. Like, you can tell she's upset that he would even think about doing that. And then so Mabel's, I guess, just gonna kind of be like, don't even think about it. Go sit down or something. What are you doing?
I'm fine. Look, I'm no longer bleeding. I like put my hand on my ribs. I'm like, ugh. But
You are definitely still bleeding. Please sit.
I'm fine. I'm just gonna try and like grab the shovel again. But
So
then-
anybody who is digging... Sorry, Joe, go ahead.
Oh, I'll realize how upset she is, and I'll just like sit on the grass and not dig.
Okay. Anybody who is digging, which I believe is just you three. You all got natural 20s or above. Roll a d6 for me.
A D6, all right.
Yes, roll d6s.
I got a 5.
A
2.
4.
I got 2.
That was a 2? Okay. So you're able to find, like, some jewelries and some former belongings from the people that were buried. Danica, you will find 15 gold pieces worth.
Nice.
Ian, what was yours?
I rolled a 4.
Okay, so you're gonna find 7 gold pieces worth.
I'm
And
gonna
you
find-
said you rolled 2?
Yeah. So no.
You're gonna find 2 gold pieces.
Oh wow, that's great.
Mind you, these are graves. These people don't want to be buried with a bunch of shit. It's also been grave robbed before.
True.
Right.
Fuck those
Do
graves.
I also dig, like, in place of him?
Yeah, if you would like to make an athletics check for me.
15?
15k, so you're also able to dig through. You don't find any of the former belongings, though. Eventually, through the time, you're able to pick up the 5 bodies that were necessary. How would you be carrying them back? Chuck them on Michaelis like a pack.
Honestly, yeah. That makes the most sense. I go, hey guys, what if we, that coffin over there, what if we just toss them all in and then drag it?
I buried up a body, and then I got really sad at seeing a dead body, and now I'm just crying over a dead body.
Oh shit, oh god.
And I'm kind of like clapping, being like, her first cry. I'm like, life.
Guys, you know, sound like a plan?
Sure. I don't think I'm gonna be allowed to do anything.
No, no, you're fine.
able.
Does anybody have rope?
Their life was so
I have
short.
rope.
Alright, let's tie rope to this coffin and toss all the bodies in.
It feels so good to cry.
Okay. So you tie the coffin together, and you manage to drag the coffin. Unless there's anything anybody else would like to do in this particular spot, we are gonna progress.
And let's progress.
I'm good.
Yeah, nothing to do particularly here.
So as you're kind of making your way through the woods, dragging with just leaving a trail from this coffin that you're dragging along, you do see the hippogriff. It perks up, and it looks at you, Bonelia, and it goes right up to you, and it sniffs you for a moment. Roll an animal handling for me.
That is a 16.
16. So it looks like it's really curious at like how different you look, but once it gets a sniff, like it immediately recognizes you, and it just rubs its head up against you, like it's kind of shoving you around playfully.
I start to pet it, and then I feel how soft it is, and I just like press my face into it, and then like wrap my arms around him.
The hippogriff follows you all back into town, and that's
While we're going back into town, I'm gonna walk next to Mabel And I look at her. And then I look at Sonnet. And then I look at her. And I waggle my eyebrows.
I fully do not notice this. I am not.
Okay. So eventually, you all arrive into town. That pop in that one. You fully come back. The hippogriff runs off ahead of you all, and it goes into the safe house where everybody's convening. You're dragging these back. Eldenor meets you just outside of the ghost's headquarters. So I'm just gonna. The five of you come along. It's gonna drag you guys. Everybody seems so preoccupied at the moment. And Eldenor looks towards the group of the dead. This is perfect. I'll begin my studies right away. And he looks over to you, Bonelia. He goes, "Who's the new friend? What happened to the skeleton? She didn't just die, did she?"
And I think quite the opposite happened.
I'm still dead.
You see, he just he turns to you. You're what now?
I'm still dead. This is only temporary.
And he
As
just
she motions to herself.
he looks you up and down for a moment. He's it's temporary.
Mhm.
He just his eyes are starstruck. He's very kindly. He's trying his best not to be weird about it, but he's lifting your arms and he's going over every inch of you that he can.
She's just patiently standing.
You are in pristine condition.
Thank you.
How?
That would be the work of LaRue.
Who's LaRue?
Stu.
While this is happening, real quick,
Yes.
before, I'm gonna go to Mabel and I'm like, can I have the flowers?
And she gives it to him.
And then I'm gonna leave and go to Azria.
Okay. You will be off. And he just he finally stops scanning every inch of you because I am so fascinated by your condition and by what's happening right now. I don't even know how to. Sonnet?
Yep.
Why did you not introduce me to your friends earlier?
Because I didn't have them.
You see, he just pulls you aside and he just whispers to your ear, I am so sorry. Are you okay?
I'm fine. What is it?
Your friend, she said it's temporary. Is it best if I still do these experiments?
If you can find out a way to make it not temporary, I and she would, I think, greatly appreciate it.
Okay. He looks over to see where your wound is. That looks disgusting. Please go see Talia.
Yeah, I could use a bath, and I'm just gonna start walking away.
Is anybody else going with Sonnet as he leaves?
Yeah, I'm following.
Michaelis?
I'm gonna follow after, yeah.
Okay.
After you drop off the coffin.
Before you head out, he kind of he grabs your hand very gently. Goes, this is going to seem very, very strange. But can I borrow you for the night when you're not busy doing whatever you may be doing?
Michaelis?
No, to Ophelia.
No.
Me. Oh,
Sure.
It's her first day.
she blushes. That's so forward.
You see, like, he backs up a second and goes, that's not what I meant. It's not
I'm just kidding. Absolutely.
You see, he kind of like he gets a little flustered in the way that like just the fact that he was so forward with it and didn't even think. I mean, your case is especially. I mean, I'm gonna stop. Thank you, for these. I'm gonna get to work, kind of testing out some things before you arrive for the night. Before, just please come see me at any point before you rest your head.
Of course. Thank you so much.
It is my pleasure. And
She grabs his hands. She says, "Thank you." And she gives him a kiss on the cheek.
Oh.
He just kind of, he's stunned for a moment. He just kind of stands there as his hands like held. And you see like a small little like blush goes across his face, and just there's like a smallest hint of a smile. Just, you are very welcome.
Oh shit.
And she gives him a smile, and then she walks to follow everyone else.
God damn.
All sexy like.
She's a lady.
Whoa,
she's a lady.
So you all head into the safe house. You see a bunch of people kind of prepping things. You see a bunch of the other NPCs. So you see actually Desir is there speaking with Charles for a brief moment before she goes off and is continuing. She sits down and continues marking things in her notebook. You see Zoltan's there. He's actually with Talus, and he's showing Talus his blade, and particularly the little hilts and things, essentially kind of helping him get a little bit more knowledge on some other weaponry that he might not have had his hands on. Sonic, you notice Talus looks, before, like, you didn't see him when you came into Chester Town.
Yeah.
But you see he looks quite peppy. Like, he's got, like, a small little pep in his step. So you see this as well as you kind of come in. You see that small little tiefling there. You saw him before, and how he looked very down.
Right.
But in this particular instance, he looks like slightly happier. Not like how he's usually seen, but you can tell there's like a small little aura about him that's back to normal.
I quickly before I'm assuming I've already given Talia the flowers by this point.
Yes, you would have gotten.
I walk up to Zoltan. I go, gonna adopt another tiefling.
See, he was crouched over helping, and then he just stands up, his full frame just towering over you.
Yeah.
And he turns down, like turns to you, and leans over to your ear. Goes, I think you'd get a little jealous, lad.
Oh.
You can do whatever you want. I'm gonna turn around and walk away.
He kind of leans back up, and then he saw it. You see him just turn around and go back with Talus and kind of helping him out. Mabel, you see Charles and Cheshire after Charles has talked with Desir. They're now chatting, and you see they have a very large scale map with all the places that you've been currently, and there's little dots about each place where, in his notes and in Charles' notes, of where you've potentially made allies and who you can rely on and trust. And there's dots in Hangerstown, Nettlebank, even Airmire. Even with Lasara gone, they still think that the town itself will be willing to help. And even places like Lichworth is dotted there. But you do see Charles look up from his map. It's good to see that you're back so And he looks outside to see the window and sees like the moon creeped up like at midnight. Essentially, he's like, "Well, you know what? It's actually kind of late."
Need sleep.
Did everything go okay with what you were doing?
Who is he talking to?
Mabel.
Natalie, I would assume.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Can you make sure Sonic gets fixed up? She's still fully just drenched in blood, by the way.
She, see, he was kind of like, he was very happy that you guys had all come back, but the moment you mention it, he kind of like slinks down. Yeah, of course. She's just over there with Azria, if you want to.
Yeah, Mabel goes over.
He returns to his map very somberly. Michaelis, as you go in, you see Brug and Lynn just kind of leaning against the wall. Lynn's going over like a bunch of different notes, and Brug is just watching over the group with an intense authority about it.
Actually, do I see William anywhere?
Yep, you do see William. William is off with Talia, in fact.
Lit.
Okay. It seems before you headed off to Zoltan, you see she grabs the flowers from you. It's like, this will absolutely stabilize everything that I needed to. Thank you very much.
I'm glad. Yeah. Please.
I need to work a little bit of magic on her for the night, but I promise you, with what you've given here, you can expect her to, well, not be on her feet per se, but she'll at least be stabilized and she'll be able to chat properly once everything's been applied. And you, like, she's passed out against the wall.
Well, please take good care of her.
We will, well, I'll do the best that I can.
Thank you.
Sonnet and, or actually, Bonilia, keep calling you Ophelia now.
I guess she's kind of a feeling.
Yeah. So you come into the room, and everybody looks like, the moment you step through the door after everybody else has joined, everybody turns their head straight to you. And Cheshire speaks up. Where's the skeleton?
She's here. She's just under all of this flesh.
Cheshire kind of like he perks up. You're the skeleton.
Mm-hmm. This is only temporary. I don't know how long I'm gonna look like this. But yes, I'm the skeleton.
Have you... I don't even know where to begin. I mean, this is nothing far short from a miracle, perhaps. How do you feel?
Everything. It's fantastic and very sad, but I'm also very happy, but I'm starving. Is there anything I can do to help?
Are you a good cook?
Maybe not tonight. Maybe not right now.
He kind of like, he hears Lascivious and he just kind of puts like one feather up in like a hush.
Oh, okay, sorry.
And he points over to where what you can now see, there's a couple more extra familiar faces in the room. You see Nabori,
Oh.
Lemaire, and Maria there as well. Nettle is absent, however. And you see they have a bunch of supplies for like cooking materials.
Oh.
If you would like to help in any way, they would like the extra hand.
Amazing. Thank you. Yeah, I'll absolutely do everything I can to help out around here. And then she goes over to the cooking area.
Before you head off, Cheshire goes, and what do we call you now?
Well, when I used to look like this, I went by Ophelia. So I
Would
suppose you can call me that.
Interesting.
And he smiles. This is the friendliest smile you've ever seen Cheshire give. And, well, Ophelia, it is very nice to have you on our team.
It's great to be with all of you. And she makes direct eye contact with everyone.
Oh wow.
So you head off to go and help with Maria, Nabori, and Lemaire. Why don't you make I can't remember what we did for the first time. We're gonna do as sleight of hand because I think that works best for this instance.
Okay. That's a critical fail.
Oh no! She's gonna poison all of the fucking
Moves
patients.
on.
This is what Lascivious was talking about.
Cornelia gains her life back, but she takes everybody else's life away.
Did we do a long rest? Let me re-roll it for her.
We'll come back to that in a second.
God damn it.
I could reroll if I
Mabel.
wanted to, but I don't.
Mabel,
That I'm being paid.
you see William sitting there with Talia, quickly going over all like the potentials for the boat and everything along those lines. You do see Lynn kind of go back and forth between her notes and William, kind of making sure everything's going good. Lynn looks to you and kind of slinks over and goes, "He's doing phenomenal right now. He works incredibly well under pressure."
Sorry, Will? Talking about Will?
Who else would I be speaking of, Miss Magnolia?
I don't know. Sorry, I'm a little... forgive me. How are things going?
Well, we found out how many heads we can add onto the ship aside from your immediate group. Unfortunately, we can only fit 2 extra people. One is going to be taking place for Azria, as discussed with the group prior. But there is one other person that you can bring along if you so choose. Unfortunately, the creatures need to stay behind.
I understand. I would like to reserve that spot. I'd like to speak to someone before any decisions are made.
Of course, of course.
Should we confer about it?
William is over there with Talia if you would like to speak with him on any matters that you would like to. But I thought I would just come by and... I don't mean to come off in this kind of way if I do, but I just had to celebrate the fact that your family is so skilled in what they do.
Yeah, you could say that. Does not come easy, I will tell you that. I'm sorry, I hate to cut this short. And in the room, where is Sonnet exactly?
Sonnet, where would
like,
you head off to?
I would have been just following Mabel, so I'm just like, I don't know, maybe 5 feet behind
Oh,
her. until
I'm
she turns
looking for
around.
you.
She's just like,
Yeah.
she's like
And so, like, when she turns and scans the room and sees me, I just like, hello.
So,
Interesting. Okay, yeah, she's fully just trying not to like smile or anything like that. She's trying not to feel that way. Yeah. Lynn, I'll have to get back to you.
Of course.
We'll talk.
Yes, of course. If you have any questions about mine and Brug's duty, you could. I have a feeling you've probably got tons of questions on why and why now. He's told me so much about you. He's a wonderful man.
Do I overhear this owl person talking about how the pets aren't coming?
Roll a perception.
No, I don't.
Okay.
In fact, I go negative in fucking intelligence because I fucking rolled
No,
that one.
can you think about it for a minute? Okay.
I just forgot everything I knew.
IQ.
Yeah, he's pretty great.
I don't
Don't-
do that.
Don't tell him I said that. Yeah, if you'll excuse me. And I
Of
turn
course.
around and I grab Sonnet as lightly as possible, but like firm. And I'm like,
Still, out.
Sit now, please.
Okay.
And I kind of bring him over to, I guess, would Talia try to like fix him up?
Yeah,
Or-
you see, Tali is the one who's tending to Azria, so you assume she's probably got the more medical know-how than anybody else in the room.
Right. Yeah, I kind of bring him over to her and I'm like, when you have a moment, can you please take a look at him? I think he is. Well, he's not doing too well.
And that's an order from Your Highness.
She just kind of looks between you two and goes, "Your Highness, huh? Your Highness?"
You don't need to look into that at all. Not even for one moment, please.
She puts down, like, you see, like, she's just been, she hands off a mortar and pestle to you. And there's just, like, the flowers have been turning into, like, this kind of, like, a paste. Keep doing that while I check him over, please.
Sure, yeah. And I just start doing it right there.
Sonnet, so you see Tali kind of come up to you, and you see she, like, lifts up your shirt a little bit. Like, ooh,
Sorry for the blood.
what were you fighting?
You know, out in the graveyard, fighting some wolves, claw marks, bite marks. It was a whole ordeal.
You see, like, some, her horns begin to, like, glow, like, this very faint pink. And, you feel, like, a slight bit of, like, the pain kind of go away very lightly. Over time, like, the pain's been kind of being numbed because of everybody helping you and making sure you're okay. But this kind of makes that immediate sensation of, ow, there's something hurting in my ribs, to being like, okay, I think, I'll live.
Yeah.
The wound itself, though, you see, like, as you're looking down, it's turned from a much gross looking kind of claw mark with lots of tears and flesh being tried to scar it over, to having grown into, like, this little bit of a black spot that's begun to spread. You can see, like, parts of it over across, like, your stomach, and it's going into your back. Sonnet, I am so sorry.
For what? It's you're helping a lot. It feels a lot better.
She looks over to you. Be able to. I need a minute with Sonnet, if that's okay.
Can I make an insight check?
You may.
$21.
You could tell that
not
it's
cheating on me.
not good news. It is not good news at all.
No, I'd like to say,
Is that okay with you, Sonnet?
Well, she is royalty.
Don't start.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
She rolls her eyes a little bit at it and goes, I don't know how to tell you this, son, but mind you, that I could be incorrect, but I'm pretty much certain that you've contracted lycanthropy.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
Lycanthropy.
I don't know what to do in this instance. I know the signs that someone is a lichen, and this is one of the early signs of a newly infected one, but I'm not sure how to handle this.
What does that mean exactly? I'm not dying.
You said you fought a wolf, right?
Yep, pretty big wolf. Standing on 2 legs.
That wolfen was a person. And that person has a curse that can be spread to others via claw, like attacks, bites. They can be shared a lot of ways. And I doubt you were intimate with this wolf, so I'm assuming it was from the claw mark itself.
No, I was not. Mabel, back me up here. I was not intimate with the wolf.
Werewolf STD? Question mark.
Oh my god.
So, chances are, at some point, I'm not sure when, lycanthropy is a very, very little studied disease because they're so rare in Orlais. But there's a good chance that you're gonna turn into some kind of...
How much time?
I'm not sure. As most legends regarding lycanthropy regard that they only turn on full moons. But something about the lichens in Orlais dictates that they can just transform at untellable times. And I'm not sure, but there have been stories of people being attacked by were-boars that turned into were-bears, or werewolves and turning into were-rats. I'm not sure what to tell you, but you might turn into a human-animal hybrid
Okay, we get it. Please stop.
anytime.
It's a lot to take in.
But yes, you won't die. You won't die from it.
I just kind of looked at Mabel. I'm like, well, that's not the first time I turned into a fiending monster, right? Thank you, Talia. I need some time, and I'm just gonna stand up and kind of walk out of the safe house.
Can I pull him aside?
You can pull
Sure.
Sonnet aside? Okay. Yeah.
You know what? I'll kind of follow him out that way. There's like
Sure.
kind of-
Before you follow him out, he storms out essentially. Talia just grabs your hand and just holds you for a second. He may have this infliction, but it's not the end of his life. People learn to control this thing. It just takes time. Just let him know that there's hope.
Mabel does not respond, and she walks after him.
She does take the mortar and pestle and takes it back.
Oh yeah, like I just fully. Here you go. Yeah, she was fully prepared to walk out with it. Yeah, I guess just as Sonic gets outside, she's gonna reach for his hand and stop him. And she is going to hug him.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, and then I'll hug her back. Are you okay?
I should be asking you that.
Well, definitely not doing great. You know, one curse was enough. I just, it just brings a lot of worry. I don't know. I kind of feel like I was able to trust myself again, and now I just don't.
We're gonna figure it out.
Yeah,
Don't
of course.
do that to yourself. Don't just let me handle it.
Oh, that's what I've been doing. I've never really trusted myself. I just knew that Mabel would know what to do if I didn't.
Right. Okay. Listen, I overheard you earlier before we left in the first place. You were talking about huge wins and well, I guess I just want to say you're my huge win, and I'm really happy you're okay. And I would like it to stay that way.
Sonnet is like his jaw dropped. Yeah, no.
Just promise me. That's all you have to do.
I promise I will do my very, 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 very best. And I'm gonna like grab her hand.
I feel like a part of you is not really. I don't know what that sounded a little.
I just don't know what a werewolf is gonna do, you know, if I
Oh,
turn.
right. No, I get that.
So, in my power, I will
Right.
try my
Mhm.
very best. But when all else fails, I know you'll handle it.
Yeah, well.
So, now what?
Ophelia pops her head out.
Yeah.
She's holding a big pile of what you assume to be food, but you can't recognize any of it.
Oh God.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
I'm like, oh no.
Dinner's
We
almost
both
ready.
just like, what? Yeah, great. Thank you. Wow, that looks good.
Yes, and it was so good last time, and I just feel as though it would be very selfish of me to take any more. Everyone else should have some, you know. So
No, please.
I'll
I-
take the last of it.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
We role play
I
now.
almost got a DM.
That was too much.
Almost lost. The
I guess
food
we
was that rancid.
stop for a second. I don't know.
Gordon
we should be
Ramsay
back
has
for it.
hopped to the DM sesh. The food is fucking raw. Oh my god. That's hilarious.
No, you see, it's been a long time since I've been able to taste, so I really wanted to experiment today.
Have
So
you-
I think
have
you're all
you-
gonna like it.
Even
Have
better.
you taste tested it yet?
Oh, no. I don't want to. I want to try it when it's all done.
Wait, Michaelis, when did you get here? Jesus Christ, is everyone just like
He's been in here the whole time.
here?
I've been here the entire time.
Outside with us after we left the building.
I've been following you.
He's just standing
were
like 2 feet
fully
away.
following
I've been
us.
I've been
Wow.
I've been following you guys, and I just haven't
Wow.
say anything because I didn't want to
Okay.
interrupt.
Why?
Okay, this
Because
is this is
I mean, do you not want me to be here? I can talk at college
Not
or
at
any others.
all. Yes, go, please.
I'm gonna do that. All right. Yeah. Ophelia, they'll love all the food, so give it to them.
Wait, Michaelis, you'll need to try some. And I go after him.
But I run faster.
I run faster.
Sonnet just has
I
his
run even
hand in his
faster. It's
head.
like you just see me speed walking. So,
Sonnet has his hand in his head and he just mutters like, "Ah, you truly are the only one I can count on."
I walk up to Codric, say, Codric, whatever she gives, just eat it. You'll be able to stomach whatever she gives. Just please, just eat it, please, for the love of God. I survived once, maybe not twice.
Yeah, in that moment of Sonic kind of like, fuck. Mabel's gonna kind of, she's going to bring a hand up to his face, very gently, and press a small kiss to his cheek, and then go back. And she's just going to say,
Bye later.
yeah, I know, because who else would you count on? I mean, kind of the best here. So, just,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, baby.
Shut up.
that's royalty for you.
right. I'll allow it just this once.
My little princess.
Oh, that was,
Huh.
that
You're
had
right.
a,
I should find somewhere to wash all this blood off because I think
you know
I
what?
just looked down to me just covered in blood.
Ian,
still,
shut
like,
up.
I
This
was
is true.
I was fully planning to walk away right now. But I think I should follow you because sorry, I got a little on your face. I didn't think that.
We'll say it's lipstick. It's fine.
Oh, okay. I feel like somehow that's, you know what? We don't need to. That's fine.
Yeah.
Let's.
I'm turning into a werewolf, not a vampire. We don't need to make it weird. Let's Can
let's
we
go.
go
Yeah.
to like
This
the
is
water?
through Twilight. episode.
No, definitely.
Yeah. There is like a bath area that's in the safe house. It's private from like all the stuff. Like you're able to
Let's go back in. I think there's something. Let's go.
I will follow your lead.
Chicka wow wow.
Okay, you guys go back in. Ophelia's running around, people handing out.
I'm still holding her bloody hand, just so you know.
Aww.
Just having this this abysmal looking food. Like if this were a proper TV show, it would be censored type of food. Codric actually does, like, you run up to Codric because, and I feel like you go up to him and he gladly takes like a plate of it, and you see he just tilts it up. He just opens his mouth and it just slides down. And he swallows it in an instant, and hands you the plate back. It was better than what most dragons eat.
Thank you. Jeez,
Yeah.
happily skips away.
Okay, with that, is there anything else anybody would like to do or talk to before we end for the night, for this particular night?
I think
go to the
Lascivious
next
is
day.
just gonna go and sit with Azria.
With Azria? Okay. Yeah. As you go to sit with Azria, you see she's got some more color to her face, but she's just kind of like half in and half awake.
Mm-hmm.
She sees you coming, and Talia just kind of, she stands up, she hands you the bowl of the paste,
Mm-hmm.
and she just leans and whispers into your ear. She goes, I don't mean to ruin your sleep schedule, but preferably every 6 hours.
Yeah, I'm on it.
And she wanders off, leaving you to sit there.
Mm-hmm.
She reaches out her hand towards you,
Mm-hmm.
and she just like, she holds it out like she's waiting for you to
Yeah,
do
no,
something with it.
I like kind of reach in and I kind of hold on to it.
Her pulse is very light,
Mm-hmm.
but and her grip is very light as well. But she's still, you know, feels like she's got a fight still in her.
Mm-hmm.
And all you get is like this very raspy, out of breath kind of tone from her, as she says, "What took you so long, you ugly fucker?"
Wow, that was really harsh, but
She just kind of smiles. With, "Sorry, I'm dying."
yeah. Yeah, no, well, ran into a little bit of a complication, a werewolf kind of complication.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you? Okay.
No, well, yeah, I'm fine. Sonic got beat up pretty bad, but I think he's fine.
She lets go of your hand. She puts it to your face. It's like, I'm glad you're okay. I said it was ugly, but if there was a single scratch on this chin, I feel like I'd have to go berserk.
Yeah, no, I get that. I kind of.
She also like
okay, yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, do your thing.
She lets go of your face and then grabs onto like one of your horns very gently, just kind of rocks you around like a bully would essentially. I'm like, you know, I think I'm done with hinting.
Oh?
Oh my.
Wait, what's going on?
Oh.
What's gonna happen?
She just she like are you following her as?
Oh yeah,
are you
I'm letting
following
her just
lead?
control everything I'm doing.
You're the bottom.
She brings your face right close to hers.
Oh shit.
And she opens it. Goes, I know you're a little dense sometimes,
Uh-huh.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
but you can't be this dense. Are you? Please
Oh
tell
yeah.
me no.
I'm gonna 100% kiss her in the face.
I just
I
have
don't
big
know.
flashing neon signs. Give her the D!
Maybe you should roll an insight check, you know?
Yeah, make him roll it. Make him roll it. Make him
Why
roll
not?
it.
You know
Do
what?
it.
Yeah.
Wait, no,
yeah,
you know what?
roll-
No, I'll do this instead. He's kind of like,
Make him roll inside.
what do I do?
Make it insight
Okay,
check.
okay.
Well,
She's
He's
either
important.
gonna
He's
kill you or
important.
kiss
He's
you.
important.
this is gonna be a
One.
pretty high insight check, just so you know.
I make him feel, yeah.
Yeah, no, I definitely fail because that's a 2.
Roll again.
I roll again.
Roll again.
Luck.
Okay. Can I add my bardic inspiration to it?
Yeah,
Fuck it.
you can.
Why not?
So 13.
That's still not enough.
Nope.
You have
She,
the mind of a 13
You say that to her, and she just kind of huffs. She's like, "You're an idiot," and then she kisses you.
Oh shit.
a
Ooh.
On the lips.
Yeah. And it's a moment, a little moment, sweet passion. And
Some in
Oh.
the background just like, "Get
after
her."
they kiss, Lascivious is just like, that
I
was
have
the
a soul
best-
now.
Shut the fuck up, Ian. You don't have to speak.
true.
He just says that was the best thing that's ever happened to me.
She very
But the
gently
moment's
she lets go of your horn, and she just pats you on the cheek. Goes, there will be better than that in the future.
Ooh.
He's just like, what could be better than that?
And that's where we're gonna fade to black.
Oh!
Oh, I was gonna do something, but
Well, I mean, nothing's
Are they
happening.
sexing?
No,
Well, I'm
they're
gonna
not
see Eldrin.
sexing. You're gonna go see Eldenor?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's who
right,
I said.
that's right. Okay.
That's
I
the
was
name
gonna
of
do
it.
something very specific.
Message me it if you really want to, if it's that important.
But also, I would like to take a quick break to grab a drink.
Yes, go right ahead.
Okay.
I feel like a teacher. Like she's can just go grab a drink or use the bathroom. Oh.
Yeah.
Do it, do it, do it.
Yeah. Yeah. She takes it from you,
Well, I
but
wanted
she
to
looks.
do the thing.
Pardon?
I wanted to kind of flavor it and do the whole thing.
Oh, we'll do it another time.
Okay.
Well, you might as well do it now. I mean, we're here.
And she's
Alright.
on.
That's fine. Ian had to speak, so.
It's all good. Well, it's all good. It can happen later. It's all good. So we're just gonna wait for Danica to get back and then finish that up.
What's up?
Hey.
Alright, so you said you were heading off to Eldenor, correct?
Yeah, because he wanted to see me.
Yes, that's right. So when you go and visit Eldenor, firstly, you go straight to the ghosts area. And you see pretty much everybody. It's probably like 1 to 2 in the morning at this point. Like, it's getting very late at night. And as you kind of, when you get to the place, are you knocking on the door, or would you just walk right in?
I know.
Okay. See, the door opens very slightly. Everybody else has kind of gone to bed with the little ramshackle places that they are able to. There's a couple of tents set up outside of the town for some of the other NPCs that don't have homes yet. You see Talus opens the door and kind of looks at you and goes, "Oh! You're here for Eldenor, right?
Yes.
He mentioned you would look very different.
Yes, I do look a bit different than I did earlier today.
Yes, please come in. Come in." As he just kind of opens the door and allows you in. As you enter through the space, you see Karok and Gatekeeper still working on the main floor, like they're still prepping areas. Talia has begun to organize where, like, her station will be. She's got like books upon books about a litany of different subjects. There's some potions laying about, kind of that kind of deal. Talos eventually leads you downstairs to where the former cult hideout used to be. And you see Eldenor has a microscope, like over, like he's wearing like this type of helmet thing that's got a microscope attached to it, and it's flicked down as he's kind of inspecting. He takes a single step back, and you see his hands begin to glow purple as the body that's currently on the table begins to like crack and shape itself to try and become an undead construct. And it sits up, kind of like how Dracula does when it comes out of a coffin. It does that, and you see gone, and the purple magic, that aura just vanishes, and the corpse goes right back to being a corpse. Yeah. It's a good thing I've got a lot of them. And then he turned. Talos kind of speaks with Eldenor. And he turns around and says, thank you, Talos. You can go. And Talos runs back upstairs. That thank you for coming. I almost thought you weren't gonna come with it being so late.
Yeah, I'm sorry I'm so late. But I brought you something, and she gives him a piece of dinner.
Oh no. Um, he takes it and he just kind of looks at it. He's like, "This is wonderful. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna put this here." And you see he puts it over like on a cabinet kind of area. There's litany with necromancy books and things like that. And he kind of places it down. He does give it a small little sniff before kind of backing away. It's like, I'm not really in the eating mood at the moment, but I'm sure I'll get around to it. I promise. I mean, you'll be here with me for a little bit, so I mean, you'll see me eat it.
Whenever you're
And
hungry, there's no rush.
he's kind of smiles. Thank you for coming so late. If you don't mind, this is, if you are not okay with this, you are 100% free to oppose. But excluding your, and he kind of gestures to like your chest and waist, is like, can I get you to take off most of your clothing? As he says real awkwardly.
And she just strips down real fast.
He just kind of like averts his eyes very quickly as you're very nonchalant, but it's like, okay, get up on the table over there, and he points to like a small little like gurney spot.
Goes over and she lies down.
It's like, okay, please let me know if there's any pain at all. I'm going to be performing some small necromancy cantrips. They shouldn't hurt you at all, but it should be just informing me about your structure.
Don't worry, I can handle a little bit of pain. And she winks.
He just smiles, and he doesn't really know how to what's the word I'm looking for? Doesn't know how to accept that. Like, he's just kind of like, weird time to wink. Okay. And you see his hands begin to glow purple again as some small little necromancies go across. You feel like some small little tingles in like your knee, your arms around the neck area, some in your head. For once in a very long time, you actually feel like a small little headache appear.
Oh.
And the moment that this headache appears, you feel this flash of images go across your brain again. It's the same kind of stuff that you saw earlier. So you remember suddenly waking up in the graveyard. You remember Fisto stabbing you. But there's tiny details that weren't there before. When Fisto stabs you, you now recall people calling out your name. And there's a couple of outlines of some people that run up to you, and then it cuts to black again. With the graveyard specifically, when you awaken from the grave, you see a silhouette of a very tall, slender figure that doesn't say anything, but gestures you in the direction of the town of Airmire, specifically. But then it kind of goes right back before. Has anything happened at all?
I remembered some more.
Interesting. Did you any indications as to any specific details that are worthwhile sharing?
I remember coming out of my grave and there was a tall figure standing there.
Hmm. Tall figure. I have a feeling this is probably your necromancer. Um, I'm not entirely sure what to base this off of because there's lots of tender. My apologies. Tall and slender people in this world. But necromancers specifically tend to not take care of ourselves all that much. I'm one of the few exceptions. They're usually quite frail.
I can
So if
tell
you
you're an
come,
exception. And she winks.
he
Ophelia's
just
trying to get
she's what?
trying to get laid here.
Oh shit.
I mean,
He
it's
just-
temporary, right? You gotta.
He smiles and goes, you know, I feel something's happening here. You're distracting me from my. You're distracting me.
I'm sorry. Let's finish this first.
I think, you know, the purple magic kind of dissipates and everything that you were feeling before kind of vanishes gradiently. Just goes, I think I get it.
Do
Let
you?
me I'll be right back. And he leaves the area with the cultists. The small little basement area that Talius led you to. And all you hear is a very loud kind of bang, and he returns and goes, "That's locked now."
Oh. Oh. Shit.
Perfect.
Please correct me if I'm wrong, but this is what we're getting at, right?
Yes. Yes, this is what I'm getting at.
Perfect. And we're gonna fade to black on that.
Oh shit.
Nice.
I just wrote down.
There's
Cornelia bangs him.
Bonelia Bones.
Michaelis,
No.
was there anything kind of brief that you? Oh, sorry. Bonelia Bones. That's funny. Michaelis, is there anything kind of brief that you wanted to do before we end for the night on this particular instance?
I'm just gonna go over to Evelyn, Gooseplant, and Codric.
Okay. You see Codric throwing the fuck up. Like, there's like fire and lightning coming out of his mouth and it's crackling across the ground as he does it. Evelyn's like rubbing his back. It's like, you really shouldn't have done that.
I go over them and then I'm gonna say it's like, you know, by chance, Bonelia or Ophelia's food.
Pardon? Sorry, my mom came in.
I'm gonna go over to them and say, so you know, by chance eat the food that Ophelia or the Bonelia was offering? Did you?
You see Gooseplant just kind of motion off to Codric. Yeah.
Okay, that explains it. Codric, if you're done throwing up, do you have a moment?
You see, he just like it's pretty much over. He spits, and it's just like a crackle of lightning that bounces off the ground. It's like, ugh. Yes.
Michaelis has sex with Codric.
Nice.
Fade to black.
This is like the slow unzipping and then this fades.
Only just vomit breath too. Like he does not.
What were you looking for, Michaelis?
Pussy.
Jesus.
No. Okay. It actually in game, I was like, so I got a bit of news about what's gonna be happening in the next 24 hours. So you guys won't be able to come with me to Zoar.
Oh, well, that's fine. We'll find something to do in the town.
that's what I was hoping you guys would be doing. Right now, this town does not seem to be having any sort of soldiers or militia here. So I want to ask a favor of you three, if you guys can coordinate some sort of effort to protect this town. It may not be much, but I rather leave it to you guys because I trust you guys to do what you can to protect these people. Kodrick, considering that you're...
He very kindly. Yes.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, you were saying something and I think I interrupted you.
Oh, all he was gonna say was yes.
All right. Kodrick, given that you've been, I guess, you've taken over the School of War when it still existed, I want you to put your effort into finding able-bodied men who can pull off doing guard duty, militia, anybody who has any sort of experience with weapons or combat at all. Goose Plant, I want you to find any magically imbued people, and I apologize if this is not your specialty, but I want you to be able to find anybody who can put up barriers or some sort of magic traps that can trigger a response. At least then if the same thing happened in Imperia, on the off chance of using this banishment stuff, we can at least get a 5-minute warning before it happens. Evelyn, I want you to, if you're able to, if you have any contacts with at the monasteries, if you're able to coordinate some effort to get some other placements out in Orlais.
See, Kodra kind of takes his sword out and he raises it up, kind of like a cheer kind of motion. Says, "Train men, I believe I can do that." Evelyn, she raises her quarterstaff and taps it against his blade. Goes, "I will try to reach out to as many people as I can." And Goose Plant kind of doesn't really have anything, so she just kind of jumps and tries to touch, and is like, "I will find magic."
And I take my thorn to the north and I just place it in this pyramid of weapons. It's like, I trust you all with my life, and I thank you for you guys coming back.
They all lower their weapons in their hands. "Anything for an old friend."
I give a smile and I give a slight bow to them. I'm just and I just simply bid them farewell. So I'll see you guys hopefully soon.
Hopefully soon.
And
then
go off.
we're gonna fade to black from there. Everybody goes and has a nice night. Everybody can have a long rest.
Yay.
And we begin the next morning. You see... Actually, you know what? Danica doesn't wake up first this time, so we're gonna actually roll.
Whoa. I think Mabel is just in a trance, so I think she... Right?
I'm still gonna roll.
Oh, gotcha.
Michaelis, you actually wake up first.
Wake up. Grab a bunch of pumpkins.
So as you're kind of awoken, you see Brug and Lynn in the safe house. They're collecting some small little barrels and chests of things. Lynn is marking off a bunch of stuff, and Brug is doing the heavy lifting, bringing it over to the boat. And Lynn comes up to you. Mr. Michaelis, I believe. Is that correct?
That is me.
It is so nice to finally speak to one of you who isn't related to the Magnolias. It's a wonder to meet you all.
Well, I guess the wonder is all mine, I guess.
I don't know if you'd be willing to help us this morning, but We have just a couple of supplies that we need to lift onto the boat.
Yeah, sure. I guess one of my smaller specialties has been logistics, so I can help with that.
That'd be lovely.
All right.
So you help Al, you help Lynn and Brug move some things over to the boat in the morning. Next up, Mabel. You come
What's up?
out of your trance.
Mhm.
Now, question for you and Sonnet.
Uh-oh.
Did you wake up together?
Uh-huh.
Yes, that is the question. Are you waking up together?
Oh shit, I didn't remember.
Interesting. I feel like this is a dual decision. This is big.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
I don't fucking know.
I don't think they slept together.
Oh,
But they slept in the same room?
I don't. I mean,
Yeah,
I
that's-
know. So they would have probably gotten cleaned off. Everyone kind of probably ate dinner. Went off to bed. I think separately. I don't.
We're gonna go separately then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
So you come out of your trance then. You leave your
Alone.
room. You see people are starting to kind of get together. You see Charles and Cheshire they're kind of getting the sleepy dust out of their eyes as they're kind of prepping things. Charles kind of gestures over to you.
I ruffled his hair.
He just kind of smiles and adjusts it. Just, Good morning, Mabel. Now, I'm sure Lynn has told you about the passenger limit that you can have, correct?
Yeah, she spoke to me briefly about that.
I don't know. You haven't had a chance to speak with anybody about who else you're bringing. If you choose to bring someone, is that?
Funny you should say that. I kind of, would you want to go?
Me?
Yeah, you. I kind of don't want to leave you here. I'd rather be able to know that you're okay.
That won't be weird, will it? I mean, Sonnet's gonna be there. William's gonna be there. I mean,
whoa, whoa. Why would that? I'm sorry. What are you?
I'm sorry I even said anything. I'm sorry.
No. We're backing up. What are you trying to? No, it won't be weird. No, what? No, stop.
It's
No.
Maybe you're saying the same thing over and over again. You do this when you get a little.
No, I'm not. I can hear it now.
It's fine. If the rest of your group is okay with that,
I'm sure they will be plenty okay. I guess. Yeah, I would love to have you come with. I would be a little afraid if you hung back here, and then I didn't know if you were okay or if this place was burning, because that was great what happened back there. Like, that was just. I mean, I'm
quite memorable. Yes, I was
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
my house is gone.
Yeah, that too. I'm sorry about that again. Let's not go there. Please, let's not go there.
Yeah, we'll come back to that at a later point. We'll come back to that.
Yeah. I guess with that out of the way, I did want to.
You wanted to what?
No, actually, are you okay with coming? I mean, I know we kind of already discussed that, but like, are you like
He pauses for a moment. Goes, they may need me here, but I
I mean,
think
I'm sure
Cheshire.
yeah,
yeah.
he can. Yeah, we can just. He can.
He can be fine.
He'll be great.
All right. If
Okay.
the rest of your friends are okay with it, then sure.
Yeah. 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 Okay. Great.
Your friend Michaelis, he's out there helping with Brug and Lynn. If you also want to help, the quicker you guys get everything set up, the quicker we can leave.
Right. Yeah. Actually, is Will, is he still sleeping?
He's
or
no,
what?
he's already on the ship.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No. I'll go help.
Of course.
Okay, yeah.
I'll see you in there in about an hour or so.
Sounds good. See ya.
All right. Next up is Lascivious.
Okay.
Lascivious, you wake up next to Azria in one of the bedding areas. She's just got like her arm wrapped like over your chest. Very, just kind of like she's still deadbeat tired.
I definitely applied the stuff, right?
Yes, of course.
Sweet. I'm just gonna kind of like get up and be like, do I, like kind of like poke her arm?
You see, she kind of like shuffles, and in that instance, like you poke her in her sleep, and an arm just comes at you. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh god. Oh jeez. Okay. 11.
Okay. So as you poke her arm, and her arm just swings upwards, and it just hits you in the face in her sleep. You're gonna take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
And I'm gonna half that, so I'm gonna take 1 point.
Okay. And she does kind of like nudge awake, and she sees what she's done, and she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
Oh, dude. Wow, I think. No, I think I'm fine actually. It's cool.
I'm not gonna have to beat myself up for that,
No,
right?
no, you're beat up as it is. I think you've already repented. You're good.
Repent. That's ridiculous.
Oh, so you don't feel sorry. Interesting. Did you sleep well?
Better than I ever have before, I think.
Can we do that thing again that you did yesterday?
What? You apply cream to my bruised leg?
Well, no, the other thing, the cool thing that was really dope.
Okay, yeah, for sure. And she just kind of like grabs your horn again and just goes in, and she kisses you again on the lips. Like, is that what you were hoping for?
Yes, that was really cool. I like that.
All right, well, don't get weird about it.
Why is that weird? I like it.
It's just the way your voice did a thing.
Oh.
You know, it's like you were trying to mimic Michaelis for a second. It was weird.
Ew, please don't ever bring up his name when we're so close together.
She just kind of smiles and pats your cheek. Will do. Whatever you say. And she goes to like kind of help like move herself out of the bed. But the split makes it very hard, and she's kind of like hobbling around.
I'm gonna kind of like assist and then hold her and make sure she doesn't fall.
So you bring her out. Unless there's anything else in particular that you want to do with anybody or mention to anybody before, we're just gonna move that onto the boat if that's okay.
I'll just, as I'm walking by, I'm gonna thank Talia for everything she's done.
course, as you're kind of walking past her on the street, she does a quick little inspection of her leg, and she just looks to you and goes, very well done. Very well done.
Thanks.
And you move to the boat.
Okay.
Next up is going to be Michaelis.
Right.
Oh, wait, did
I
I?
think he already
Yes,
woke up.
yes,
I haven't woke up yet.
yes. Sorry, that's my mistake.
That's a sonnet.
Sonnet. So you're awake now.
Yeah. So I feel like he wakes up, standing. And he like kind of, as he wakes up, he just like turns behind him and he sees his bed. It's just like drenched, like in sweat, basically. And he's standing there just in his underwear, basically, like looking around, like, fuck. Well,
Oh, there
It's
go.
all
There
good.
went Ian.
You just won't get interrupted now.
yeah, thank God. And then, yeah.
Quick question:
he'll just-
why is that a thing?
I'll tell you. I'll send a message.
Okay, cool.
And then, yeah, he's just gonna, he just looks down, he sees that he has, like, the necklace of his sister, or I guess her fingers, and then he looks down a little further, down to the wound. Then he kind of looks up, remembers that he got kissed on the cheek, he's like, hell yeah. He's just gonna put on his clothes and then walk
It's like you
out.
haven't washed it off.
Yeah. Yeah, oh god, no.
Are you doing anything in particular before you head to the boat at all? Are you talking with anybody?
Yeah, like I guess he would have just gone and done his rounds with the ghosts and just wish them well, kind of thing, and yeah, I feel like it would have just been like a short, sweet kind of thing where it's just like, yeah, I'm going on to do this thing. Like, I hope you guys are going to be well. I'll see you when I'm back, kind of deal.
Of course. Okay. Everybody wishes you well. Eldenor kind of gives you a small little wave as that's happening, and then he goes back inside. You notice that Ophelia has not joined the rest, although you do see Michaelis, you see Lascivious and Azria, and you see Mabel, as well as William. All of you are there, but of course, there is one person missing. Ophelia,
Yeah.
you wake up, and as you wake up, you look to your hands, and they are bones once again.
Oh, dang.
El, you hear like the slamming of that door once again, and Eldenor comes back and he just leans against the wall. He goes, "It happened in the middle of the night. Don't worry."
She nods. And she slowly gets up. And
You know, this doesn't make me like a necrophiliac, does it?
she goes over and taps him twice on the cheek. And it just keeps going.
He just kind of smiles and he leans back and looks towards your direction. He goes, "I'm not gonna take that as a yes, but I'm also not gonna take that as a no, because if it was a no or if it was a yes, I'm gonna be."
She holds her finger up to where her lips would be.
He just nods and goes, "Yeah."
And then she tries to blow him a kiss.
He smiles at the gesture and playfully kind of like catches it and puts it to his chest. Goes, I'm gonna keep working. I'll let you know if I come across any information of substance."
He nods.
If I was doing the rounds, would I have come and found Eldenor?
Yeah, Eldenor Eldenor was already out of the room. He awoke before Bonelia did.
Gotcha.
And he kind of he waved to you. If you want to say anything to him before that, we'll rewind for a quick sec if you want to.
It just depends on like if he would tell me what happened.
He would not.
Then I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't peruse. Then it would be
Okay.
fine.
Yeah. So you see he goes back, and as you're leaving, you see the faint light of some purple as he goes right back to experimenting.
She leaves and closes the door behind her and just kind of looks around and looks at her hand. And then she touches the building and she doesn't feel anything. And she just kind of slowly walks towards the ship.
Yikes.
You catch up with everybody. Mabel, Lascivious, Sonnet, and Michaelis are all there. William, Lynn, and Brug are there as well. Let me just grab them real quick. Where the fuck did I put them? There we go. Brug, Lynn, and William. William kind of steps forward. Okay, so, have you decided amongst yourselves who will be joining, aside from Azria?
Yeah. Yeah. I spoke to Charles. He'll be with us.
Wait, Charles is coming? Wouldn't that be weird?
Lizzie was like, why would it be weird?
Okay. How much more room did we have to bring people?
Just one more space.
It was just that one. Gotcha.
Yeah. Speaking of, Charles steps out from behind the safe house, and he kind of walks forward. He's got a satchel full of, looks like, papers and a couple of books, and he has a very makeshift looking staff. Like, it looks like it's been fashioned together out of some sticks and stuff. Like, it doesn't look very proper, but it's what he's using for the time being. Speak of the devil, right? If that's, of course, okay with the rest of you, Mabel invited me to join.
I have no problem. I got who I need.
Aw.
Oh.
What?
This is cute.
The thing you said.
Right.
How is it cute?
Need her. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I think this is good.
Oh, sorry, Joe. I just read your message. That's not what I was referring to, but I'll ask later.
Oh, gotcha.
Charles says, okay, well, very happy that's settled. Let's get a move on, shall we?
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
So you all load onto the ship. You see the gnome person from before goes up. There's a little stool, and he stands up to reach the mast, or the steering thing, whatever it's called for a ship. And very slowly...
Oh, wait. Shit.
What?
I just reminded.
Yes, Lascivious?
So I can bring my spiders, right? They can just crawl on my arm.
They, you see the boat is already pulling back. And William just kind of looks to you. I am really sorry, but we just can't risk having extra mouths to feed. This is going to be a couple of days, Lascivious.
I mean, you don't really need to feed them. They can last without food for a while.
The boat happens to pull away even further back. Like, now if you were to jump off, you would take a good 30 minutes to swim there, and by the time the boat would have left.
Bullshit.
They'll follow after us, I'm sure. You could make them do that, right? Maybe?
Yeah, they can't swim.
Well, you
Azria
can-
just kind of pats your chest. Lascivious goes, don't worry. Look at it this way. They are keeping the hippogriff and, what was the rug's name?
Shaggy.
They're keeping them company.
Can't the hippogriff could just fly with us?
That's a way around it.
Sonic,
Just-
can you call the hippogriff, get it to fly?
I mean, the hippogriff will have to land. It can't fly over a whole sea. It can't. You know.
Oh, I thought they had like crazy stamina or something.
Is there like a lifeboat we could attach to the ship and then
Nah,
like
we're
have
gone.
it?
The
No, like
spiders are
on the
just
side
crying.
already,
Yeah.
like hanging
William
off
kind
the...
of like, those are emergency rafts. That doesn't quell the supply for food. I don't mean this in an insensitive way, but we don't have what monsters feed off of.
Well, we have Michaela's.
And also, they don't need to eat for what. But whatever, we're already gone, so it doesn't matter.
Bye, spider.
As the
Sorry,
ship
Lascivious.
as the ship sets sail, you see the what was once the burning clouds over Imperia have dissipated. There's now just kind of like a very murky sky resting over the city. You can see rubble, like tons and tons of buildings that have collapsed. You do see one building standing, however. And we'll get everybody to roll a perception check for me.
Dirty 20.
17.
Natalie?
Hold on, it's not loading. Let me reload the page.
Danica?
Dirty 20.
I think that's gonna be fine. We'll just assume.
Okay.
The one building that you can make out far off in the distance is the Grand School of Banishment. You can see that the building itself is still standing tall.
Mm.
Everything else around it, though, is pretty much in ashes and in rubble.
Oh.
And as you get further and further away, the town the former town of Chestertown, you see kind of slowly glide off in the distance as you tread further into the water. William kind of is standing off at the area that's facing forward of the ship. Brug and Lynn are standing there as well. As you peer off forward and see just off in the distance a mountain range with it's a layered mountain range with trees and buildings just very faintly off in the distance. But you can tell that the size that you can see from here, that whatever that place is, it's absolutely massive. And you're just starting to head towards it. As the sun begins to go towards the beginning of a new day properly, we end today's session.
Nice.
Nice.
Wow.
Woo!
Fun.
Who's quote unquote driving the ship?
The gnome.
Captain.
That makes sense.
Oh,
Never mind. Cool.
nice. Nice.
That was good. That was
Good
good.
session.
Mhm.
Yeah.